Yo, yo. Coachertron. How we doing? How we doing? Nice chill Sunday. Rainy Sunday. How's it going, everybody? Hello, hello. We have made it to another coaching stream. Yes, sir. Rainy, where you from? Maryland. I mean, I guess it's not rainy. It's kind of gloomy, though. Woke up, went for a little jog. Watched a little baseball. Went out and grabbed the beer. Got home. We're ready to go, boys. I'll let chat pick. I know most of you are here for coaching or just to, watch the stream, support the stream. I can do a rank game and then we can get into it, or we can just get right into it. It's up to you guys. I normally we just get right into it, but usually some people get upset that I don't normally start at the same time, so I just kind of want to give everybody a fair chance to get their first one in. And then we'll get going. It's up to you guys. We can get right into the VoD reviews. We can get right into it. I'm gonna blast some music today. We gotta record a Clear Comms podcast episode in about, I want to say, was it 8? So 9? Well, let me double check the time. We are recording a podcast episode today. Okay, so it's at 8, actually. So that'd be 3.5 hours. Yeah, we'll just get right into the coaching, actually. That's actually not that long. We're only going to be able to get to about 10 or so. That's fine. Yeah, no rank today, I guess. I actually didn't realize how soon it was. All right, let me get some music going here. But, yeah, man. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're chilling. You need the VoD review, Coach. Go, Coach. I've been trying to get you for months, quick before anyone gets in. So, yeah, just make sure you have your replay code and your in-game name. You need your replay code and your in-game name. And when I type, this week it's going to be Twitch chat. So, because last time was YouTube chat. So we're going to be doing it through Twitch chat because the timing is a little off with like when you guys see. So we switched chat. So this week it's going to be Twitch chat. So when I type go in Twitch chat, type your in-game name and your replay code that you want me to review, and I'll do about 10-15 minutes a person. And then if you pay to skip the line, I'll give you like half a game. And then tier 3 membership will be a full game. But first one, always free, and last one, always free. So we're guaranteed to get at least a couple people who don't want to pay. Give me 1 second to get the music up while you guys get ready to go. Just make sure you type it in Twitch chat. We do it just to be fair to both chats. We switch every week. So twitch.tv/CaptainCoach is where we're going to be looking for that. Let's, yeah, and I take these coaching streams more or less pretty seriously, guys. We do occasionally do roasting streams where I try to make them a bit more entertaining and stuff, but really, I just do this for you guys. I think this is a cool thing to offer, to be able to do. It's just every once in a while, we just help out everybody who's struggling to climb, who wants to get higher ranking games. It's something I enjoy doing, so it's something I take a lot of pride in, and I try to get better at and give people tips with. So, and I'm also, for the first time, going to be saying publicly that due to a lot of requests from people, if you do want a private coaching session, you can send me a DM on Discord, and I'll do a longer, more in-depth one. If that's something that you want, either with if I don't get you. So I am offering now private coaching sessions. If you want them, just send me a message and let me know. And because, yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback on these types of streams, and the gist of it is people who want them really enjoy them, and people who don't just wish I was playing ranked. So it's like, yeah, if I do private, off stream, it might be better for everybody. So yeah, like if I don't get you today, feel free to shoot me a message and we can work something out. All right, let's get the music going here. And we'll do some, what is there? We'll try this. See if this is good. All right. You should have a payment for international viewers. What's up, say Tank Mo? All right, guys. Just about ready to go here. And yeah, you guys got me for about 3.5 hours. So, like I said, we'll get to as many as we can. Start out with a free one. All right, so as soon as I type go in Twitch chat, first come, first serve. There's only about 20 people in chat, so you got a good chance. Here we go. Boom. Because we just started. First person, it's going to be Kodak. And MRC match. Cool. That'll be exciting. All right. And yeah, like I said, got about 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, you guys got your team names and everything. You guys got your team names and everything. All right, boys. We got a mag game. 12 finals. Guys ended up winning. We got the whole pro bands. Man, you guys wanted punting. Interesting. All right, let's take a look. I've never done an MRC game. This will be fun. This will be fun. Well, look at this, guys. Eternity, one above all. Got some good players here. Let's go. All right, we got... Oh, this map. So you got a Groot in Viz. They have a Groot. I feel like you guys should probably be playing for the ledge. You should, whenever you're playing on this map, since this is like MRC, I'm gonna up the level of which, like, you're able to have coordination, so I'm gonna assume it. You should be getting a jump pack, like, always. If you're in, like, pro competitive scene, Mag and Groot should both have a jump pack by the time they walk out here. I don't know if you guys have one or not. I'm just saying, because I didn't check your pregame. For this map in particular, just because there are people who try to cheese this shit. But, it's not a big deal if you don't. It's pretty... Alright, so we're kind of just shooting at the tanks. Looks like we got... Who was that up top? Was that Star-Lord? Alright, Star-Lord looking for an angle in. Feeling it out in the neutral. Pull by your invis. I would have used that opportunity to be aggressive with your cooldowns there. You might as well, right? When are the best times to use your cooldowns? Either when you're about to die or they're about to die. And why I say they're about to die is you could use it to be aggressive and finish them off. Like, go get more damage off than you normally would have. So, it's about overwhelming them all at once, right? So, you actually maybe could have gotten a kill there. Obviously, better to be safe than sorry, but... yeah, I mean... they kind of just ran you over, right? They have a Storm Death Ball comp. In a straight... like vacuum, you're probably gonna take more damage than they are, just because of the storm damage buff. So unless your Star-Lord's getting high value, you should be really setting up dives with your bubble, right? To get him to his ult quickly, and try to keep the pressure on them so they can't just overrun you like that. So overall, like, you didn't really do anything crazy. You just didn't really see you play towards your comp. Didn't really even pop a cooldown. I'm sorry. Our Star-Lord was getting 0 value and he didn't go for spins at all? Did you guys just run behind their whole team and get the point? Like, you weren't kidding, bro. So yeah, you should be... pretty much as soon as they start contesting point is when your Star-Lord should go for that type of, like, dive. And the reason is because they're out from the room, so he can line the healers, right? From this room, but also he has these pillars to line these people and continue following up on the tanks if he gets a lead. Just, I mean, again, I'm not like a pro coach or anything, but just what I would do. You really just want to get to your ult, right? And just kind of win with pressure. But crazy back cap here. So they have the high ground here. You should just flip the map. Yeah, it looks like you're doing that. Yeah, Groot should probably be the one anchoring. Like, Groot should probably be the one anchoring, in my opinion. For two reasons. One, he's tankier with your support than you are. So he should start, and then once you bubble him, you should swap off. But, you guys just opt to pop all your cooldowns. This is fine. Like, I'm cool with this. But, it's a good answer to the rocket, and definitely a mistake on their part. More than it was overall a great play by them. I think the enemy team played it a little too aggressively and should have held the high ground more. So, nice wall cancel by your Groot. Yeah, and you guys are down here. I like how you're holding your ground here, but... yeah, why don't we look for a wall there? I mean, you're so close to your ult. Your goal should be to get to your ult and ult halfway through, perhaps. And maybe shoot, like, a surprise ult. But, honestly, holding there is fine, too, since you guys were already, probably gonna lose that. But I feel like you could have turned that, low-key. I feel like you could have turned that. But... that's what I was trying to. Yeah. Okay. I don't like that bubble. I think that was a little early. Yeah, there's a lot of this to me feels a little too much like a solo queue game. Feels too much like a solo queue game. But a lot of ult trading here. You want to be. I think you should have taken a little space here. Personally, I think this is a good entry point for the Star-Lord to harass them, right? And if they want to contest you, Storm has to fly up, and she's slow, so she'll just eat shit from Star-Lord, who will just flip back into the room, right? And then Punisher will have to waste his grapple. So you wanted to. I think you want to hold this wall, at least just on their approach, right? You should be having this internal clock of they're actually up on tempo with the ult since we popped ours early and we have longer cooldown ults. But yeah, like I said, also I think neutral wise, it benefits you to kind of play off to the side a bit more, whereas they're more of a death ball comp, right? So kind of standing out in the open like this isn't really playing to your comp's strengths well. I would do something like set up a punny turret in this choke here, and like contest them enough to where they're tempted to go off to the side here, and that's a win for you guys in my book. That's probably what they should want to do anyway, but. Yeah, taking damage like this is fine, because you're just trying to get ult charge. Yeah, I don't like that ult by your invis. I mean, I'm gonna get super min maxy. Like, you had all your cooldowns and both your, like, everybody was full health. So this is an early ult by your invis. It just is. It's an early ult. You could have probably gone another 3 or 4 seconds before you needed to ult the invis, that is. That being said, it's better safe than sorry, but I don't know. I want you to be a little more aggressive with your cooldowns. Like, you should use them when you need them, but you got to think, like, use your cooldowns before the invis ult, and by the time invis ult's over, you got them up again. So you really can kind of snowball fights with just pressure like that. My name is Jerome. I am South African player, plays Marvel's Rivals. I play 206 ping on average. I mean, whole thanks to you into the take. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Playing Ring Around the Rosie? How do we submit? Jay, it's going to be on Twitch chat, and I just ask after every game. Just ask after every game. It's first come, first serve, so I'll type go in Twitch chat. But yeah, I mean... I just, I mean, this isn't bad. I would just call it, like, kind of uninspired. If there's, like, a word to describe it. Not bad. Just kind of, like, not really... You're just more of, like, a chess piece. You're not really a carry. Which I guess is, like, you know, how you kind of play mag a little bit. But, you gotta remember, like, what major cooldowns do they have, right? Like, it's just ults for the most part. Groot ult. So... You know, on your teammates, that's what you save it for, but... What do you mean ping? Aren't you in Discord with all these people? Isn't MRC people you team up with by choice? Or am I not getting something? Bro, I genuinely know so little about MRC. Like... These are all your homies, right? How do you submit for a VoD review? I said it, like, literally 10 seconds ago. Just go back 10 seconds. Network ping? Oh, I see. Watch one more round. That was pretty quick. So... I mean, the best way you could use mag ult in a game like this... I guess I should ask you here. What do you think the best way you could use a mag ult if the situation... What do you think? What do you think? Funny ult, cloak ult? Yeah, I would say sucking up the Groot ult, actually. Sucking up the Groot ult. Because it's the one thing that their Magneto can't block. I mean, I guess he can block it, but it's more of like a defensive type. If you're able to do that when you're on defense, like holding, I think that's the best way you could use your ult. But with punny ult, I mean, obviously, with this level of coordination, they're just going to be waiting for it. So that's why I say being more aggressive in the neutral can get them to force cooldowns. So they can't do plays like that. But, got the bubble off. Yeah. I like that ult, but I think it was a total waste. Like, I probably would have ulted there. I probably would have ulted there, but... To me, you had that fight. To me, you had that fight. I've never heard of you, but I happen to have a Twitch open, and I have a thrower with your name in my very game. Who, me? An unhappy clown? You have a thrower with my name in your very game? Can you send me a screenshot? I'm not feeling this music. This plays ass. Well, you have a thrower with my name in your game. Can you send me a screenshot? Yeah, I do have people impersonating me. How would I do that? Just post in my Discord. Just snip, screen cap, whatever app you got. Yeah, I do. I have at least one confirmed imposter, but I actually I think there's like up to like 5 or 6 that I know about. Is he? Are they throwing on purpose? If you mag ult right when the Groot ults, you can suck it up, yeah. And it's really not that hard to do. It's really not that hard. Oh, yeah, with the ping? Sure. Groot ult is a projectile that can be sucked up. All right, so you should be lining this, dude. You should be lining this. You should just line this. There you go. I notice you keep using your push when you don't have max charge. You can secure a lot more kills if you do the push combo. Because you get a guaranteed second hit. You want a primary push primary, and that's pretty much... It's not guaranteed kill, because there's a lot of passive healing in the game, but... I don't know, I think it's like over 200 damage. It's like well over 200. You're not really doing that at all. I mean, I'm not saying sit on it and only do push combo. Like, obviously, just rack up damage on their tanks when it's free, but you're kind of just shooting it out randomly. So you really want to be going for that push combo. Kind of hard when an invis is in the game, but... And the cool thing with your shield is, like, you can use it to absorb damage and then double combo. And then your burst is insane on mag. Missing out on a lot of potential damage. Yeah, so you want to... Ideally, if you're trying to min-max your damage, you want to have done your push combo, then bubble, then do it again once it pops. So you're kind of using it once you're already close to full. You want to map out your damage a little bit better. You're leaving a lot of damage on the table there. For a bubble that, you know, you didn't really need to save yourself anyway. Yeah, you really got to keep track of that. Also, you're missing a couple opportunities to melee attack as well. Like, mainly when you had your invis ult down before you needed to back up, right? When you're running over the Groot first checkpoint. Not super big, but just, like I said, more damage at the end of the day. You know, you play 100 games, maybe you win 2 or 3 more just because you're getting your ult charge quicker from the damage you deal. Now, I will never say damage is everything. This is weird. You should be looking for, you know, better positioning, but yeah, run at the punny. There you go. I like this. This is the best you've played so far right here. But I still want to see more melees. Yeah, so that would have been it. But you kind of just panicked. Like, if you hold your ground there, You could probably land a combo pretty hard with that bubble. But yeah, I mean, that was good. That was good aggression there. 170? Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, not bad. Pretty much said everything. I mean, ults were, for the most part, like, not really necessary. Become the coach of this team? Become the coach of an MRC team? There you go, boom, coach. Be a little more selective with your ults. Try to land stuff that's more clutch. I mean, I feel like I say the same thing with every mag. Not enough melee attacks. Not enough. Not nearly enough. You can farm Groot. Bro, you cut him down with your sword, you're like Captain America from Avengers Endgame, bro. You're just chopping wood. Like, you're fucking just... You can farm Groot's mag. Loki, I think mag is like a soft counter to Groot if played at a high level. I have to ask Percio on that, but you just farm so much damage off him. Yeah, then with the mag ult, I mean, with Groot's it's a little trickier, but yeah, I mean, you should just look where he's shooting his rock and then just spam your bubble if you know it's gonna hit like a healer. Like, you don't need to just look at your healers and then wait. What you did at the end there was kind of weird. It's kind of odd. But, you know, I would, honestly, dude, like, I would practice your combo. Like, practice that, push combo. And maybe, to be honest, like, limit tests a little bit. Which you know, it's probably not the place for MRC to do that, but, I mean, more so with this, your space taking. Because what was your damage this game? I feel like you left a lot of damage, like on the table there. Yeah, like mag into Groot, you should be farming, bro. You should be farming, like straight farming. I mean, the full combo is just auto push auto. It's nothing crazy. So there you go, boom, coach. Hopefully that helps. I thought they buffed the damage of mag autos recently. All right, someone said there was a someone with my name. Throwing games. So before you get into the next one, full combo does 250? That's what I thought, George Lucas. Like, I thought it was pretty much a one-shot on squishies. I think, isn't mag primary? It's like 45 or something, and then... No, it's more, it's like 75. You're coming back? She is 15 and 19? Okay. I guess we'll wait another game. Interesting. Well, maybe they're trying now. Maybe the Captain Coach imposter is trying now. All right, so I just because you have some newcomers joining, let me just say it again here for anyone new to the coaching streams. How we do things, we'll do... This week, it's a Twitch week, so when I type go into chat, you're going to type in Twitch chat, you're going to type your in-game name and your replay code, and then it's just the first person that pops up on Twitch. I'll do a little mini coaching session, a little mini VoD review, and we just keep them short to get to as many people as we can. I just want to give out like a couple tips, right? And then for those of you who feel inclined to, you know, want to support me more, you can, you know, hit me up through DMs or whatever, and we can do like a full coaching session. I am offering now like private coaching sessions to anyone who wants them, so you can just hit me up, shoot me a DM, and we'll work something out based on like whenever you want to do it. And then yeah, if you wanted one on stream and don't want to wait or don't want to have a chance where somebody will just beat you, you can just throw me 10 bucks and you can skip the line. Or you can throw me a tier 3 membership and you get a full session right here. So I've had days where we haven't had any line skips, and I've had days where we've had nothing but line skips. It's usually we get a couple free ones in, and people, you know, see the value in the sessions and want to start skipping the line. That's usually how things go. So just as a warning. And then, yeah, I think most people are cool with skipping the line too, because, you know, it's just a way to support the stream. But for the most part, I just do this for our community. I just do this for our community. So, I mean, if we go full stream with, you know, no skips, that's fine by me. So, without further ado, we're going to get right into the next one. First person type their in-game name and replay code into Twitch chat. Boom. There it is. And as soon as I hit go, line skips are on to the next one. All right. $10 Fortune Wide by Rod gameplay? Yeah. I mean, I'm down. So here we go. We got another one here. We got ourselves a Hulk game, a loss against a triple heal comp. Douche. Not fun. Not fun. Figure in Diamond/GM. Diamond/GM game here, so take a look. All right. This is cool and all. I'm cool with this engage because your backline is engaging. That's what I like about this. That being said, just remember in situations like this, the card is moving for free. So, oh, whoops. Yeah, block the heals. I like that. You're full on health. You're getting pumped. Okay, yeah, right when you see a health bar go up, go. Listen, you were at full health, so a jump like that, it's good to peek and look back, but you don't have to like stabilize like that. You can kind of keep choking them, right? Now, I'm not saying go take damage for no reason, but I don't think you saw them jumping the cart, but you could do something more vertical, kind of like cover the off angles more, right? Just peek them while you're up for a second, because this kind of frontlining, this is really bad, what you're doing right here. This is going to ultimately end in a fight where you're not winning. You were doing okay. It was a little sloppy. You were doing okay, but this to me is you never want to be in a situation like this. Okay? You were doing okay, but this is not where you want to be. Right? You have a spot where their whole team, 1, 2, 3, 4, they can line up shots on you, and you're in an area that's basically around like a spot where you could line them. So you want to be, if you're going to extend this far, it should be for a reason, mainly that you're going to get a positive trade or, you know, stop them from stopping the cart, which you don't really need either of those things. Like I said, what you should have done after you won that initial trade on Groot and he got saved, just jump up here, see what they do, and then look for a counterattack, look for a, like a play on someone who's caught. Okay, let's say hypothetically there was nobody who went back to the cart to stop it. Okay, we walk up here, you know, uncontested, because they can't shoot you from here. And then look for an engage with another one of our teammates. You know, we use this height to our advantage. And then now, that same choke that I said you went into a spot that is advantageous to them, now it's on your terms, right? So you basically take the fight that they wanted to do to you, and now you do it to them. So don't overthink it. Just follow these set of rules, okay? The set of rules is, as Hulk, never walk into a spot where more people can shoot you than your team can shoot them. That's just basic, right? Or in other words, don't take damage for no reason. That's like a general rule. So you always want to be kind of like hugging corners. You just think about ways you can get your damage off while not eating shit. So punching corners. Oh, Groot walked over here now, and I can't punch him from here. Okay, but he's about to die. So now maybe I jump, you know, to the side of this wall, so the healers have to curve around the corner, right? Now they have to come all the way out here to shoot. Oh, well, now that they're at this weird angle, you know, I can just jump right here, and then, like, okay, my healers can get me. Like, you got to be creative with your angles. It's just you're too direct. You're too direct. You got to do something here. Too exposed for too long. I like this. Okay, yeah. You got to remember, just because you getting a kill isn't an excuse to be more aggressive. It's an excuse to be less aggressive. This is something a lot of people get wrong. I notice that this is the number one problem I see Hulks have. The number one problem. Getting a kill. Just think of it this way: if you're getting healed and punching someone who you kill, that means for however long you are punching that person, somewhere else on your team, there's a disadvantage, assuming they're doing their job. Why? Because you're getting healed and hitting someone who's dying. So that's how many versus one? 1, 2, 3, take your pick. You are winning an advantageous fight because of a numbers advantage. So when you convert on that kill and actually complete the play, don't assume that you're winning everybody else everywhere else just because you were winning in your little pocket. That's having an ego. That's a tank having an ego. That's a tank thinking, oh, I'm just carrying this. Everybody follow me. Everybody heal me. No. In your head, you should be thinking, well, my team just pumped power into me so I could complete a play. They're probably struggling. And you know what? I just assume that to be the case because it's just how most games go. You have to assume your opponents aren't shit, and then because you got something like this, other things, right, are happening that lets you get that. So your job as Hulk is to understand that now you have an advantage. They can't contest cart if what, chat? They can't contest cart if, because it's all about cart. Everything you do is because we're trying to do something to the cart, which is dependent on your role. What are we trying to do right now? You guys, it's real simple. It's real simple. You won that fight because everybody was helping you. So now you need to help everybody else. You need to make sure you what, chat? It's one letter, or sorry, one word, starts with an S. Make space. Wrong. Real simple. It's screaming you right there in the face, guys. It's screaming you right there in the face. Stable, yes. Stabilize. Stabilize, then re-engage. Now, obviously, it's situational. Right? It's situational, right? Because let's say, like, this guy's 10%, this guy's 10%, and somebody on your team is saying, dive, 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 dive. Well, then you listen to him. Like, you don't take a second. Like, if somebody's making a call like that, it's probably because they know what they're talking about. Surrender? No, it's not surrender. So we need to stabilize because it maintains the status quo, which is we are winning because we got a kill. And we're not at ult phase yet. It's early into the game, so just use some common sense. Cart moves for free, and you get guaranteed get it down to one more fight if you just keep everybody alive in the next 5 seconds. So that should be your goal in this moment, unless, you know, an exception, right? And I see so many Hulks make this mistake. So now, what's going to happen? I'm going to predict it. You're going to take too much damage. They're going to push you off. You might even die here. Rocket's going to shoot you. And with their desperation counterattack, because their two options here are to run and reset or all die on point. While dying on point, they're going to actually turn the fight and beat you. Watch this. Let's watch it from a full view here just to show you how important this is. So there you go. You jumped in. Well, it's actually 3v3. But you're 3v3 against healers, so you probably don't win this. Your Angel's low, they're zoning you off. Your healer, we're coin flipping. You're low, your healers are fighting on point as they stall. Iron Fist is carrying his team. You're not really doing much anything. Miss the air stun. You get the rocket. But what did it accomplish? This is exactly where the cart was before you made that play. So think about that for a second. This cart was exactly where it was before you made that play. Right? And it was way riskier. I mean, I'll watch this just because, you know, I like watching Hulks. Let's judge the ult. Let's see how you do here. Okay, I mean, it definitely gets your healers to walk up. I will say, I do grabs like that for that reason. When you CC somebody and you're like a massive health bar, it does give your healers an excuse to take space. I probably ult like this more than I should. But I think Hulks truly, like, I think most Hulks, other than probably Greg Albert, undervalue grab a lot. That's just my kind of, I mean, you give a hero a 3-second CC that does damage in other games, like a 3-second stun that does damage in other games. It's like the most broken ability in the game. Yep, this is considered a bad ability just because sustain in the game is so obnoxious. Insane ability. So, I mean, not the worst option, but you probably could have done, you could have, like, chilled a second on your claps. So this is just not controlled. This is very chaotic. And you're forcing your team to basically play around you while not offering a ton of value on your own. You've done a little bit. You've definitely taken space, but it's been very risky and I'd say like pretty imprecise when it comes to like what you're trying to do. And yeah, see, and eventually when you do enough risky things, it's just not going to work. So I'm going to tell you one thing I try to say that I try to do when I play Hulk, and I'm going to end it with this because this has been a lot. You want to play tighter. A little tighter. So you're kind of just, like, if we go back 10 seconds, that's like the best way I could describe it to help. A certain bit, or sorry, it was before this. A certain level of this right here, where you're just standing in the choke body blocking, like, this is fine. But you gotta kind of almost communicate your cooldowns to your team through your movements. This is something I try to do, which we're getting like real. I'm autistic, guys. I overthink things. But like when I'm standing in a situation like this and I know my bubble's not coming up, which I'm pretty sure I just saw you use it, I'm kind of slowly walking back. This is more as a means to not necessarily feed my healer's ult charge, but to ease everybody out of the fight after this over-aggressive play. So you don't want to just stand in this choke too much, like, and even here, I would suggest doing like little micro peeks, because you'll still get ult charge that way, but you can actually, you'll feed them less and you can actually get your damage drop better when you're not just scared that you're gonna get popped. So like, what would that look like? You kind of hold this corner and then I mean, standing out in the open, you can do this, but when they come around the choke and you suspect they have ult, what do you, chat, how am I so good? Well, I mean, I don't want to like glaze myself, but too hard, but like, why do I interrupt and block so many ults? A lot of it's because I think like this. Like I let them go to spots where I know their play will work, and then I immediately time it to get it. Like I basically give them a play, but then block it. Rather than just my health bar versus yours. I try to outthink people. I do. I guess is kind of what yeah. So it's just like, this is an option, but I wouldn't suggest it when you already have ults, right? So Play tighter to your team when you get a lead. Don't just throw it away right away. Secure the lead. Secure the lead. If you have a lead, make sure you get something for it. So when you get the lead, immediately, your first thought, unless, again, overwhelming circumstance saying for you to like keep going with the lead, is to stabilize and get the cart moving. Because, again, with Hulk, you're the most... This is... Like, people don't understand how to abuse, like, the OP parts about Hulk. You can still chase them. After you got that kill on Groot or whoever it was, you can go back, stabilize, and then chase them and potentially still get a kill. That's how broke... Like, Hulk's mobility is insane. He's like top 5 fastest characters in the game. You got, like, Spider-Man, Venom, Luna, Star-Lord. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, there's a couple more, but, like, he could pretty much run anyone down. So, your Angela wasn't doing shit. You're missing the point, bro. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. Just worry about what you can do. Worry about what you can do. Because it's more obvious when people are bad if you play the game the right way. And what you might realize is because you took so much damage, this Angela, who you say is shit... Wait, where is she? Is in this rank... because she wins when she has tanks who play a different style than you. Think about that for a second. Really think about that for a second, and you'll understand that anytime you blame your teammates, unless it's the support players I get in my games, it's really just you blaming yourself. Think about that. I'm gonna go piss. Think about that, though. Like, the Angela's in your rank for a reason, right? Angela's in your rank for a reason. So if she's doing bad, maybe that's more of a reflection of you. That's why, as a tank, you gotta drop the ego. You're right. The Angel is bad. You are right. But you know what else? The magic is bad. The Punisher is bad. The Cloak and Dagger is bad. The Luna. Well, she's actually... No, she's bad too, actually. Bad, 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 bad. And the Hulk, though... Okay. I'm a newsflash, guys. People don't start playing the game the correct way. Myself included. Until probably, like... I wouldn't even say eternity. Like, we'll say eternity. That's around when you start seeing people play the right way. Like, everyone's more or less doing the right thing. And then it just comes down to little disagreements where it's like, okay, this guy is not swapping to what we need, and we're not trying... Like, there's a play style we haven't thought of. Like, you can get some people that can sneak up into higher ranks not knowing what the fuck they're doing. Trust me, I see them, but most people have no idea what they're doing. So, be the consistent force in all your games. Be the baseline, right? That everybody... Because then you can observe what everybody else is doing. It becomes easier to not only pinpoint your problems, but work out a solution when you are consistent every game. Which is why I'll say it once, I've said 100 times, even though I don't think it's always the best way to play... Frontline Hulk, like frontlining, the way you're playing, is the best way to start. Always. Always the best way to start. So I'm going to end it on that. Boom, coach. Gave you a little extra, about 20 minutes. That's about double what I normally do. But hopefully that helps, bro. And these are tips that can apply to, like, anyone. It's just... This isn't, like, super complex. Like, this is kind of basic, but I need to highlight the point home that... It's really tempting to play for fun. It's really tempting to play for fun. Which what's up? Play for fun. But you're kind of just also too denying your value. Like Hulk's value is so much greater when playing closer to his team. Like so much greater. It's so much greater. Now, I'm not saying you should do it all the time, but it's like, why wouldn't you start everything there? And then you can kind of work your way out. But like, just to say someone sucks, I mean, dude, you were kind of taking a lot of damage. You're kind of taking a lot of damage. You could have taken space taking no damage. You could have taken space better while taking no damage. You could have taken space while taking no damage and have counterattacked the dive, allowing your healers to play further up and aggress on the people that you were trying to hit to begin with. You could have done so much more. Okay, so I didn't even get into all that. Because at the end of the day, you got to have the macro to really get to the next step. But, yeah, there you go. Okay. This was like GM Diamond. GM Diamond. I will say, like, if you want me to rank the ranks, I'd say Celestial is when people stop making, like, game-throwing ults, like game-throwing plays. You'll still see bad support ults. Pretty much all the support ults are bad. It's rare you'll see like an actual good one, if I'm being honest. But, he's stuck in gold but won't take advice. Dude, I love people who are hard stuck who won't take advice. It's so, there's no way you're gold in this game and care. Or unless you suck. Unless you suck. Your rocket ults were good yesterday? They were alright. That one where they flamed you? I actually like that. But I could see an argument for that ult not being great. Because I actually wanted to talk to you about that one, Death. Because I was thinking about it. I really was. I was thinking about it. And I'm like, you did get your ult again before we got to the checkpoint. And then used it to cap it. And we got kills when you popped your ult, but the cart wasn't even contested at that point. It did sort of get us a stagger. So you were saying you wanted to ult, and then when they come back for the stagger, cloak ults, or just not that? Like because I was thinking about it was this game, right? I kind of wanted to actually look at that. I'm curious now. It was when we were on offense, and it was second checkpoint. Fuck, man, I want to play Hulk now. I just want to play. Fuck. I might squeeze in a game, boys, at the end. I'm addicted to this game. I got a problem, man. I should not... I should not be as addicted to this game as I am. I really shouldn't. Tips for someone hard stuck Eternity? Yeah, just learn all the OP broken meta stuff and you'll get higher ranked. That's all you really need to do, bro. Just get good at OP shit. That's the easiest way to climb from Eternity to win a bubble. I want to look at this. Okay, so let's where the hell did you all, Death? Wait, are we on defense here? That was it right there. All right, chat. What do we think? Oh, yeah, no, I like this ult. I like this ult. Now, this is the one I was thinking about. I like it because if the cart was here, I probably wouldn't like it. But I do like this. I do like this. Yeah. And we were, I wouldn't say like dying, but well, nah, maybe not. There's a world where the magic stalls, and we overcooked on this. Because it worked, and like in the scheme of the game, right? It probably, but like, what if the magic stalled there? She pretty much negates your whole ult, right? Because it wasn't hitting the magic. That's why my gut, even though I didn't look at me, look at me running back. Look at this. Look at this. I'm the only one who's worried about the, like, that's why I was like, in the moment, you don't fully agree with the ult? Yeah, I don't either, actually. I do a little bit. Mainly because we're in lower ranks. But I think the higher ranks you go, the less this will work. But I think there is a certain level of, like, playing to your opponent. I do think there is. You should do that. But, like, I immediately kind of go back. Because I'm just like, I hope to God they're not stalling. And then I peek it. We're good. And now we're going back. They were screaming and no one was there. Yeah. I mean, we ended up winning that game, so. Can you hop in Discord? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm open to hearing your opinion. I will never, like, I'll tell people all the time too, like, don't let the idea of a wrong play, like, at the end of the day, if it worked, don't always assume it's a good play, but, like, at least know why. Yo,
okay, so here was my logic behind the ult. The doorway that I ulted at is like the hardest one to kind of break through, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Hold that doorway, we allow the cart to push up for free. And my ult was like, well, I have my ult, and if I can use it quickly and continue the staggers, we can let that convoy push up for free and just hold that doorway.
Yeah, no, yeah, sorry to interrupt. All their ults were at like 60 to 100. So assuming they get death timers and we get the cart, like if we all go back to cart and get it up, they won't even have their ults by the time. Like I do think it was, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was bad. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it had a potential to backfire, but not if everybody kind of like plays around it, right? Like I think any play can be a good play if everybody's like, you know, locked in. Yeah, because if you here, let me go back here a little bit.
Yeah,
because I think context is important too, because you knew that we had like pretty good ult advantage, and then we could just stagger them fully to point. So it's just like,
yeah.
And again, to me, that's kind of what I was more or less saying is like, yeah, if you know it'll work, why wouldn't you do it? Because like it may be in higher rank, they'll stall, and this play becomes harder. But like you knew it was gonna work, and it did work.
Yeah.
But
and the biggest problem, especially that like I've seen from a lot of support players have, is they're kind of waiting for that perfect fight, to where it's just like, oh, I'm going to use this ult to counter this ult, but it's like I'm not using my ult to win the fight. I'm using my ult to take the space. And
yeah,
realistically, like even after that Cloak and Dagger got dove, she lived and then still walked into position to get dove by the magic again. And I was like, I don't know how you managed to do that, because like we already won the fight. Like after we got that one kill, you killed the Luna like in the doorway, right? Like when I saw that, I'm like, oh, we got the staggers. We basically win this fight, because Rocket ult is not the best support ult. It is a great ult if you want to get if you know how to get kills with it, but you can't use it as like a, oh well, I'm gonna try and use it defensively against a Luna or a Loki copy. It just gets destroyed. So in moments like that, it's like, oh, it's better to use it to get a kill and either turn a 6v6 into a 6v5 where we just naturally have the advantage and we win. Or if it's a 5v6, I'll pop it and we'll just wipe them all instantly. So it's like, as long as we control that space and hold on to it, and then at that point, just like let the cart push up, it's fine. Because like I said, the hardest thing is mostly just breaking through that doorway. But if we lock down that doorway, we should have just like won it. But our cloak and dagger was I'm not gonna lie, like sitting back as a support, I can see all the bad shit happening at once.
Yeah.
And our cloak and dagger, I'm like, this person does not play support at all. Like they just did not know how to stay away from like the magic or stay away from danger. But
yeah, no,
yeah, that was like that's the logic.
I like the ult. I like it. I think so if me or Tank Pool had gone to the side angle just to like you even walked by the choke that we were worried about. I actually like it a lot. I like it a lot. Because yeah, like I said, you had it by the time the round ended, and yeah, we weren't able to like get the cart before they got back to their second round of support alts. But it guaranteed won us a fight. We killed 2 for it here. We lost to Luna, which or no, we lost 2. Wait, we lost that fight actually.
Like here's the thing is like we won the fight, we got the Luna, so we have the advantage here, and now our cloak and dagger is like DPSing there in the back, and I'm like, yo, what? She's screaming about the cart, so we all went to the cart, but then she walked back that way,
right?
And it's just like, but,
yeah, that's not your fault. Like that's
but the cart is still moving this entire time.
True.
And like the thing that like really irritates the shit out of me, because like I play a lot of support, I've got good win rate on support, is that people hold support alts so long, and if you do that, all the healing that you do, because you know from walking out of spawn, just to get access to the convoy again, your team is taking a shit ton of damage. And all that healing that you're doing now is not charging your ult if you didn't use it. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll rip the ult, I'll get a little bit of that space, and so that way by the time I come back, even if we're walking back out, by the time we reach the cart, I'm already at like 50% of my ult again, and I can rip it again. Like, and you see me do it on Psylocke too, on Celestial Husk, the round like previous to those before, where I ulted in their spawn after they were all like freshly regrouping and respawning. And I was like, oh, right now is the time when they're basically officially regrouped. I'm going to rip my ult again, and I'm going to kill everyone that's it. I'm going to get more staggers. They're not going to be able to push out. I can charge my next ult, and now the people that are dead can't charge their ult. So that's my thought process behind the ults, is like every single chance you can get to use it and continue the staggers and control that time and space, the more time you have to win.
What are your thoughts on like ulting when you are outnumbered to stabilize? Like, how do you judge when to ult to like win a fight versus go next fight? Like, where is that break off? Because I think maybe same question for Ply, since he's because I think that's like one of the hardest things as a support to do, is know when to ult like when you're behind. Because they're always late. It seems like they're always late.
Always late. So if you're playing like Cloak and Dagger, Invis Woman, or Luna, you want to ult early, because any person that drops is less likely chance that you're going to win the fight. So you always want to pop those ults early, because those ults are to deny, right? It's not a playmaking ult. So you always want to like sit there. If someone gets to like half health and you're worried they're gonna die, like just pop it. Like it's better to, because like if you're because you know what, I know you know what that feels like when you're like, I'm low, I know you have ult, pop it, then you get demeched, and you're like, fuck, well now I have to fight and Bruce during this ult, and you can't help out. But rocket ult, on the other hand, if I pop my rocket ult at the same time they pop Luna, they're just gonna melt it. But if I can heal on my base healing and tell everyone to kite back, even if we lose 2, because his ult is an offensive ult, I'll hold it and then I'll pop it at the last possible second, and I can usually, with that ult, we can flip the fight back around. It all depends on like the type of support ult that there is. But like if you have, if you have a defensive ult and you've already lost like 2, unless you're popping it with another offensive ult, like a DPS ult to keep them alive or something, you're probably not going to be able to flip the fight necessarily. But at the same time, like the thing is, like your support ults are meant to fight for space, like just as much as anything else. If you have control over the objective and you can maintain control over that objective for longer by popping the support ult and stalling, it sometimes is worth it, because you know what it's like when you're trying to get back to the point and now it's hard to walk out of the choke. Like just walking out of the choke is too difficult. So, it's all about, like, to me, in my mind, more about space and control than it is about kills or team fights, because getting past certain chokes is a lot easier, a lot more difficult, and that to me is like the thing that drives me crazy about support players is that they are. I think they got too much PTSD now of like everyone jumping on them for their bad ultimates that now they just never ult when they should at all. And it's like it's better to ult a lot of times even early than to like risk losing someone or making a play. Like no matter what anyone says, no matter what role you're on, whether it's tank, DPS, or support, if you aren't being proactive about your ability to make plays, you're not going to carry it.
Yes.
Like,
you listen in
cannot
chat?
Sit there. Yeah. You cannot sit there and expect your teammates to carry you because your teammates from fucking bronze to celestial and even summon eternity are going to be dog shit. And they are going to sit there and question everything that you do, but you need to figure out how to do it yourself because the amount of people who are like, oh, Rocket, why did you ult there? And I'm like, I used my ult in a 5v6. Or a 6v5 in our favor, and they had to use 3 ults to counter it in order to kill us. Now we need to win 1 fight with our ult advantage. Like, yes, we did lose the ult, or we did lose the fight, but 1 rocket ult for 3, enemy ults is a worthy trade. Like, you have to be doing this math in your head, and you need to take control of the game in your own hands. And especially when it comes to support, everyone's gonna have criticisms of like, oh, here's how you should play and everything else. And all those people, I promise you, you're going to check their accounts. They're going to be DPS only players. They're going to have negative win rates on support. Like, you can't, especially when it comes to support role, you can't fucking listen to them. But whether you're playing tank, DPS, or support, you need to find those moments and use your ults, especially now that the ult charge has been nerfed. You have more opportunities to use your ult when they don't have it. And like I said, if you have your ultimate and you are a DPS and you're doing damage, you're just charging enemy support ults. If you have your support ult and you're healing and you all that damage that they're doing is they're charging their DPS and tank ults and you're not charging your support ult. Using your abilities off cooldown is what you want to do to win, and you want to use those effectively. It's the same for an ultimate. You want to use it as often as you can to get value. That's how you carry.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the free tips, dude.
Yeah. I had to because like I'm about to get so tilted by like all the misinformation on support. I'm like, please guys, please supports don't be afraid to carry. You can.
Yeah, I think being proactive to me is the biggest difference I see with like the supports who tend to ult poorly. It's always because they only ever choose to ult in a defensive way, and naturally, if you don't get it at the exact right time, you're going to have situations where you're making like if you just basically go ult for ult and view it as more of like a macro trade or like Ply said, like a tempo play where you kind of just
tempo play, yes,
like you get more value for winning with that ult because of like what you gain for it, either getting past a hard choke or further staggering them, and then getting whatever 20-30% to your next ult, then it's a lot harder to make a mistake because you know it's going to work with like a high probability. So it's like being proactive is so important. You'll actually make less mistakes being more aggressive in a lot of ways because you're carrying the game, you're winning. Like it's and when I try to explain this concept to people, Death kind of helped me get to where I was like. People just don't view it that way. They view it as when I support, I have to save people. I have to save people. It's like, nah, you can. Supports in this game are OP. They're OP, man.
They are OP, but that's in the sense that like if your supports are being proactive and they're doing damage as well as trying to make plays, supports are OP. But I promise that like 98% of players are not playing that way, and that's the reason why like. I was going to bring this up on the podcast, but like my win rate on support is higher than any other role. And it's not because of the fact that I'm better on support than I am DPS. It's just that there's more competition for DPS. But most of the people who are on support, like they don't know how to play the role. So yeah, I'm going to win against people who don't know how to play support. Because you know those games when you get support mains on your team and the enemy team has fill supports. You're like, oh, we're just going to walk this team down. Like, because, especially as Hulk, when you go in there and you are, attacking and creating space for the convoys moving up, the more they're distracted on you, the more the convoy's pushing up, right? Now, if you get low as you're like 1v6 and you're using your Hulk ult and I have my support ult, do I want to sit there and wait for the next team fight in order to pop an ult in order to try and counter someone? Or do I want to keep the pressure up with you and use my ult aggressively, so that way we keep them and keep trying to get kills and staggers and keep them in the spawn, so that way the cart moves up.
No, dude, I love it when healers do that. Like, it's like, oh, you're just ulting so I can get free kills? Yes, thank you very much. I will take that.
Yeah.
Like, it makes the game so much easier for tanks, too. That's the funny thing. It's like, and there's all the situations where I'm going to like, okay, I got to go to the side here. I got to jump in, jump out, wait, farm to my ult. No, now we just like go. We go in. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, let's skip all the steps. I love it. That's why I like playing with Cloak. That's why I like playing with Cloak a lot. Rocket, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, and that's the reason why, too, like, I like Rocket as a support player. Is one, he's incredibly underestimated, and two, people think he's a heal bot, but it's like his ult is for making plays. It's not for denying plays. That's the reason why that I could carry on Rocket, because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to trust you to fucking... like, Cloak and Dagger and Invis and Luna are meant to keep your teammates alive. I hate my teammates. I don't have trust or faith in them. I can pop a Rocket ult, though, and I can shred their front line and immediately win the fight, because it takes one kill to win a fight. That's it. As soon as it's a 6v5, if you just apply pressure, you're going to win and kill the rest of the staggers. But... like, do you remember there's the Hall of the Dahlia game? I remember we were playing before the midseason patch, where you on second point on offense, you got like pulled, grabbed, CC'd like into the enemy team, and you popped your Hulk ult to stay alive. Yeah. And I was playing Rocket, and I was like 95% on my ult. And right when you got pulled in, I was like, fuck it, and I popped it, and we just wiped the team, and we just capped second point basically because of that. And it's like, well, you know, we didn't mean to find ourselves here, but now that we're here. Like, well, you know, like you say with your playstyle of playing Hulk, it's like fencing or whatever. You're like, okay, this is where I'm at now. Like, now I'm just going to work with what I got. Like, in those moments, you have to keep the tempo up. You have to keep the pressure applied. And that means as support as well, because on Convoy, if you're taking space, one support sits on the Convoy, and that's the one who has the lowest ult percentage. So that way, if someone needs to ult, the person who needs to ult can be at the front. But, like, it is just as important on every single role, no matter what role you're playing, that you're able to apply that pressure. And using your ultimates to keep that tempo is going to be what helps you win games. Because what loses you games is if you're constantly reacting instead of setting the enemy onto your pace. Like, it's just so fucking annoying that everyone's like, there's a lot of players, even in Celestial, that are so passive. Like, they just sit there. And also, there's a lot of players who are too aggressive, where it's just like they die in situations where it's just like you didn't need to be there.
Yeah, I am pro anti-support player content. Yeah, so anytime you want to come on here and talk shit about how bad healers are, I just say the word death. Oh,
I'm gonna talk shit about everyone for sure. But yeah, like, to me, it's just like when people, especially because the amount of like support hate that is usually out there, I'm like, yo, as a DPS main, most of you are dog shit. Like I'm sorry, but most people are playing a completely different game, and they don't even know like what they're fucking doing. So you know, and like even with that Rocket ult, that Cloak and Dagger was like, Rocket, what are you doing? What was that ult? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we held them at the door, we got kills. Like, why are you dead? Like, what? Yeah. Like,
all right, bro. Well,
yeah.
Thanks for. Yeah, I agree. I think it was a good ult. I think it was a good ult.
Yeah, I promise there's a logic behind it, and I promise it's effective. It's just a lot of people just don't play Rocket the same way I do.
All right, dude. I'll see you around.
All right, we'll see you, man.
All right, guys. Nice little Death in Gaming cameo. It's Death in Gaming on YouTube. What's up, gods? Okay, God, that really made me want to play a game. But I know there's people in chat waiting, so we're probably gonna do one coaching session, and then I'm probably gonna play a game, and then we'll do another coaching session. So I'm gonna type go into Twitch chat. How does Deadlock compare? Rivals is way easier than Deadlock. I think Rivals is more like fun in a way, though. Thanks for letting me rant. Yeah, I got you, bro. Got you. When you mentioned the podcast, I'm like, well, we're basically having a podcast episode right here. No, I like hearing people's point of view, because I think while this game is pretty straightforward, like the objectives are very clear. Like, you want to get the cart. You know, how some people go about doing that is, it's interesting to think about. I think there's enough complexity in this game where, like, different strategies can actually work, and it's a lot of how you use the chess pieces that you got. And I think if there's really going to be a pro scene that develops from this game, there's going to be teams who are just very good at what I'm describing. So until I cease it becoming relevant in this game, and I'm going to fight for having the chess pieces be as unique and able to have enough impact in a game as possible, right? Because that makes that whole macro dynamic far more interesting. I think it's something that, like, Light talks about pretty well. And while I'm not as, like, versed in the pro competitive as maybe some people, I still, it's something I enjoy kind of, like, talking about. I think it's interesting. Because it's simple, really, at the end of the day. It's pretty simple, but I think there's a lot of strategies that maybe haven't been fully tapped into with this game. And I'm holding out. I'm not super interested in competitive yet, but, like, I think seeing strategies emerge is exciting, and I see seeing, like, different comps is exciting. So it's something I'm still gonna, like, we'll keep doing coaching streams and talk about this kind of stuff on, like, our podcast and stuff for as long as I find it interesting, really. I mean, and with new heroes being added, there's gonna be all sorts of cool strategies that emerge. It's cool. It's just cool. Coach, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do at tank if my Hawkeye has 8 deaths without him just insta-throwing? Yeah, I mean, obviously if someone's just throwing, there's really not a whole lot you can do, dude. But it kind of goes back to what I was saying with the guy at the African. That was his account name, not the African guy. That was his account name in Marvel Rivals. Did a coaching session on him where it's like, just control what you can control so you know what the issue is. And then it's all about just, like, how much do you want a departure from, like, what you know you're supposed to do to make up for someone doing what they're not supposed to do. And basically, if that willingness is high enough to where you're, like, dying for the person but winning fights, okay, well then turn the knobs, and, like, that's how aggressive you need to be or whatever. But usually you want to stay within your little, like, area of what you're supposed to be doing and just let the throwers do their thing. Because at the end of the day, you gotta play within, like, what you can control and what you're, like, getting value from. So ask yourself if there's a way, like, I can get value from what he's doing. If the answer is no, then, like, you just kind of, like, basically what I'm saying is just have a game plan every game that you stick to and don't switch up from it too much. Because it's the only thing you can control at the end of the day. Like, play to what you was going to win you games. And just do that every time. Sometimes you'll win with throwers. If you just get really good at doing that. Find a way to be consistent, is what I'm saying. Find a way to be consistent. That's the number one. It's number one. All right, here we go, guys. Sorry for making you wait. In-game name, replay code. We got Ted Cerrone. Let's get it. What's up, Justin? Thanks, bro. I got that screenshot of that person playing with your name. Person was waiting to give it to you, but you got stuck coaching. Oh, okay. Yeah, is it in the Discord? Is it just a guy with my name? It's whatever. I mean, who are you? Snuggler. Captain America game. Captain America is OP right now, boys. OP hero. Some people put him higher than Hulk. Most people put him higher than Hulk. But, I don't know, man. I feel like Cap has some matchups that he can't really outplay. I think Hulk can outplay just about any matchup other than Penny. Fuck Penny. What's up, you barbs? How would you feel about a manual role preference system? Like basically a manual way of... Like you talk about soft role queue? I'm for that. They should add it. You should have a main role and off role and never play your third role. But your main role and off roles, you should be totally fine with getting whatever up to half the time. If the game had a system that enforced that, the game would unironically become more skill-based and higher quality games. And I'm tired of ignoring like role queue, or tired of pretending like something like role queue would not help this game. It would if it was implemented correctly. It 100% would. The number one thing holding this game back is the quality of the games. Like the game itself is really fun, but the skill level between players and how close matches are is a like glaring issue with the game. The matches can be so lopsided. It's like, why? It's because there's 3 roles that are all like have very distinct strengths and play styles. And if you swap between them and are able to climb while not swapping, then like when it happens, it's going to be the team will auto lose. You're gonna have people who just don't know what they're doing. I know because I do it for fun, chat. Or have until enough people started saying I couldn't play anything else. I'm just like, no, I just don't play this. I learned Punisher by inting in ranked, basically. And I'm still kind of shit at them, but I'm less shit. Anyway, I don't know why I started ranting there, but just talking to chat today, I guess more. I usually don't read chat during coaching streams, but I thought about it. I'm like, I should just read chat. We should just make it just like chill. Like we're just hanging out, dude. I in my head, I'm like, I should try to get to as many people as I can. But I'm like, what's wrong with taking my time? That'll just make people want to skip the line more. Do me, do me. Oh, I'll do you, Tripix. Tripix told one of the guys we were playing with in Deadlock the other night, random guy, not like a guy we were queued up with, his mother was gonna get fucked by a big guy named Jamal or something like that. I'm just like, damn, dude. We're not even streaming. Well, maybe you were, actually. Maybe you were streaming. But, how hungover were you the other day? Not too bad. I was definitely hungover, but I honestly was like 50-50 on streaming that day, and then I'm just like, I'm just gonna chill. And then the day after that, the chill day was so nice. I'm like, I think I'll do that again. I'll try that a second time. So I took 2 days off. I honestly was not that hungover. It was not that bad. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that part. Soft role queue, unranked mode, and 5 tiers per rank are my 3 most wanted things in the game. 5 tiers per rank. Yeah, I don't know what that would really do, but Penny has 1. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, anyway. I don't know about Penny. Are you playing tonight or just coaching? I might play like 1 game. But I have a podcast episode I'm recording in about 2 hours. And then I'll probably just end stream. And I'm in the mood to play right now, so I don't know. I'll play one after this if you really want. Alright, we're just going for the tanks. I'm cool with this. You're kind of just like going for the damage. Dude, you are so aggro. I love it. Yeah, whenever Cloak does her bubble... Wait, you're actually killing her. Is someone helping you? Oh, your torch is helping you. I was gonna say, like, I usually just leave the cloaks, but you got your torch here now, so nice. Got the kill. Yo, you're pretty clean for console. I'm not gonna lie, like, I saw that this was a gold diamond game or whatever. I don't know, dude. I couldn't do this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, dude. It's been a while since I've watched Cap gameplay. This is low-key kind of frying me right now, like... I feel like you played this pretty much perfectly so far. Alright, going for their healer. I just pop your ult, dude. Yeah, like, why wait? Just fucking rip it. You get it so early. And then, yeah, dude, like, once you initially make sure they stabilize, which I saw you look back, just fucking dive with it, dude. Like, your team will... They're not stupid. They'll play in your ult here. You know, Mantis doesn't have sleep, but now you have Thor and Angela on you, so you should be, like, looking to peel, and then... Like, you're opting into a fight where you outnumber them, so it's like, yeah, I know we're stalling, but, like, this isn't gonna work, so you might as well just try to win the fight. I don't know why your team's backing up so far, though, like... Oh, okay, I see it now. Wait, hold up. I see why your team is backing up so far now. Yeah, we're gonna watch this fight, but through someone else's point of view here. Okay, we just used our escape at full health. We're walking in a straight line back. Okay, okay, okay. We're lining where the team can shoot them. Okay, pull her, pull her. Okay, Torch got him. Alright, you know what? Let's go back to you. That was toxic. I'm being a toxic person. Alright, look. Okay, well, your Emma just ulted. So we're diving. Oh shit. Look for the reflects when she turns around. Wait, Mantis what is she doing? Oh, you're smurfing on these people. She didn't even try to sleep you or shoot you. Okay, now it's just it's one in 1v5. Sorry, this game's making me laugh a little bit. I'm supposed to be giving you tips. Alright, just diving. I like how you dive early here, but like, yo, you're against triple healer, bro. I'm amazed that this is working. But you were going for some pretty risky plays. Wait, how did you guys lose this? Oh no. Oh, okay, well that's how. That's how. Bro, you should turn your turn radius higher, like your sends. Because every time somebody like changes direction, do you notice how everybody on console kind of they like take a second to turn a little bit? I feel like if you're going to be a high-ranked console player, especially Xylex is walking back here, a high-ranked console player, you got to have higher sense than everybody else, and you're just going to have to be better. Like, to me, that's the biggest takeaway from everything I've watched, because I know I'm not really like giving you any specific tips, because I don't really play Cap. Like, every time they get away, you just do like a kind of like a slow turn, and you're consistent with it. Like, you seem to have pretty good control over it, but I just feel like it's, you gotta like hit them with damage quicker, and that's gonna be how you just like dominate on console. Like, Like, mechanically, you're just too, like, honestly kind of robotic, like a little too slow. And it's really holding you back. Because I think you're like, when you choose to hit the tanks and dive is, like, okay. Like, maybe you overcommit a little bit, but it's mostly just, I don't know, maybe this is just how every cat plays on console. Just for the record, I don't think it's bad. In fact, I actually think you're good, like, because playing Cap on console is no tall task. Like that's no easy feat, bro. Like I have respect. Like, dude, unironically, you're probably better than like 90 people on PC. But this is, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you need, I don't know, man. Like maybe lower sense. Like I don't know how important. But I just feel like the turns. Yeah, see, I like how you're pressing S there. You were. Sorry, I'm really just trying to look at your micro, because I think that's most of what Cap is just... Wait, so, wait, how do you loot? I'm so confused. Was this a quick play? I just watched a quick play. Wait, no, quick play's 2 rounds. You guys gave up? Wait, what happened?
I'm a good guy who occasionally takes stuff. When the chips are down, you...
Why did you give up? What the heck? What? Wait, this is why you're low. You could have won that easily. You didn't give up? They all just gave up. Because you wouldn't peel? Wait, why did they give up? What were they saying? I was so confused. Cap fold. Yeah, Cap never folds. Wait, tell me what happened. I mean, to be fair, you were frontlining, but then only diving? Maybe they wanted you to peel because they were backing up so far. I mean, peeling for, what, they had a Thor and what else? Oh, it was a DC. They rage quit. Yo, I need to look at the rank 1 Cap on console. Like, does that person make content? Rank 1 Captain America console. I need to do a little research. A J3. Wait, that's just Japanese curry.
University of Phoenix is built.
Oh, nice. Google Ads wants me to go to the university. Wants me to go back to school. I'm seeing if there's. Man, is there no console content on YouTube? Oh, hey, my stream is getting recommended to me. That's crazy. That's Ara right there, guys. There I am. Who wouldn't click on that? That's very clickable. Look at this guy. Seems knowledgeable. Anyway. I would say, when they go triple healer... Console gets no love? Yeah, like, I guess. One thing I noticed Japanese curry was one of the only caps I've watched.
Hey coach, I'm trying to learn new characters. Can you review this game I just played on Star-Lord? Thanks. Name just blame tank replay :10390387110.
Yeah, I got you. Alex, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. Alex skipping the line. I think you probably could have hit the tanks a little bit more and tried, like on domination, you just pull them around the corner away from their healers, and that's usually how you want to play it. So you'd tell your healers to do that because they were just backing up so far and they were getting chased. So when there's like a mistake like that being made, try to punish it a bit more. Yeah, as far as like your mechanics, like your sensitivity, I honestly feel like you were pretty decent for the rank you were in. Like I like playing Captain America on console seems not easy. So I don't know, man. It seemed like I don't know. I feel like it'd be really hard to aim your shields. Maybe, I don't know, this might be a weird tip. Does console have vertical? Yeah, you should make your mouse horizontal sensitivity higher, but keep your vertical one probably, maybe even make it lower. Maybe. Just for your turns. Because I feel like most of the time with your shield, you don't need to aim it vertically. I mean, it's probably not true. You probably do, but just to be like getting quicker turns, I feel like you get off so much more damage. So I don't know. Sorry, I can't give you better tips, but I'm not a big console guy, dude. But honestly, you seem good to me, man. I would just hit tanks more. Like, when you force cooldowns, just go back and hit the tanks. You're faster than them, right? So as Cap, you can get from back line to front line pretty quick. All right. Well, I guess we're not playing a game because someone just skipped the line. So we're going to get right into it. Uh-huh. We got Star-Lord. Just blame tank. The best Star-Lords I've seen are the ones who play like off angles really well. And they're like absolutely terrifying. Like, they're so annoying to play against. They do the health packs. They kind of just shoot you from the side and farm ult. They challenge the backline when they can. They're absolute, and then they use their teleport right once they commit to a play. They're absolute menaces. Star-Lord honestly seems like a really fun hero to learn. He seems like the Hulk of DPS in a lot of ways. Like, see, he seems like a pretty hard character to play too. But yeah, I like also when Star-Lords do what you're doing right now, which is kind of just take like shred tanks because they do a lot of damage. This is kind of an awkward spot. You're sitting on your spin here, like, for a really long time. I feel like you had, like, a couple opportunities there to use it. You should use the spin as part of your damage rotation to, like, extend the, like, the burst combos that you do, especially when you miss your shots. Like, you already have a lead that you've gotten from landing the damage initially. So you realize the probability of your spin, like, diving in is higher to work because they're lower on health and they're going to be, like, worried about that. So think of your spin as like part of your damage rotation, and you should use it as such when like when it's safe. You got to remember it's pretty hard to hit. So when you had an opportunity to go in and like spin 3 people after they you like peeked, backed up, and then peeked again, you could have peeked again and just gone in behind them. You should have done that. And then earlier when the when you landed right in front of their team, probably not there. But also, we should be using high ground at this point in the game. Like, there you go. You're realizing it here. And again, we're just kind of sitting on our cooldown here. Just drop in and... Yeah, there you go. Like, do that sooner. After your shot, do like a reset into a shot, into a spin, into a flip out. Right? And then, like, if you don't take any damage, then you use the flip for another ammo reset. But we just hung around too long and didn't really do like our full burst. Never pops up from the same place twice. Yeah, I mean, Star-Lord's super mobile and super annoying. Like, he can do so many different things.
There's still a chance to stop them. Steven's mystical portal. Better stop that vehicle. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
You can flip that, dude. Damn. I like that. But then where was the damage after? You were like floating forward and you landed in a spot that was too close. You should have just flipped out. Who cares if it's not like the right order of things? Sometimes you should use your flip for repositioning to get more damage off. Literally. Because I feel like that's what you probably wanted to do there. You kind of coming out of that spin and where you were in an awkward spot. Just flip to get like a clear shot. It's okay to do that. That was good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Okay, I have a feeling I know what you're gonna do here.
Another one bites the dust.
Way too static. Use the movement more. Yeah, for sure.
Oh boy.
I mean, Star-Lord was being played in this style for a while. Flip reloads the gun and all.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
I'm assuming they know.
By the eye of Agamotto.
A little early on that.
I'm back, baby.
A little help, please.
You guys are giving me a lot of heroes I don't really play today. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I usually feel like your flip should be towards a spot where they can't get you.
I'm back, baby. Coming right at ya. Oh, sweet moves, right? Oh, that's the stuff.
Why not fly up here and get to a better spot? Like, okay, well, this Jeff is trolling. I feel like every time you do a movement, it's like a second or two after you should have already done it. I think you need a certain... You're kind of like thinking too much. You need a certain level of like twitch. Kind of like decision making. Like you see something, you immediately do something because of it. Like, I feel like that's how you need to play DPS. Like, I need to see more of, like, a Twitch reaction to things that are happening. More immediate realizations. Because I think the things you struggle with most are your flips are very weak. And I think it's because you're taking kind of, like, too long to think of what you want to do. And a flip is something in particular where it's either a part of your damage rotation, like you just used there, or to reposition. That's like what you did there. That was a good flip, even though it made you not have as much. Or in the situations where I'm referring to where you use it defensively, you seem to be kind of like panicking. But I think if you need to use your shift more to get to better positions, and you want to use your flip out in the open like this. So you really need to be flying around more. Like you're just sitting on your fly charge, like just full. You need to be utilizing that way more to get to safer spots where you can shoot people for free. You're like frontlining. You should pretty much be... I mean, you should be frontlining when you want to get heals. Or maybe not frontlining, but like near your healers when you need to get healed. And then it's like back to just finding any opening or window that you can. But yeah, you were definitely not using your rocket boots nearly enough. Like, think of your flip. Use your flips in spots where you're like too far up, but your flip immediately gets you to safety. And then that's like all your decision making with Star-Lord. It's just getting as far up as you can to get your damage off on like good targets, like, you know, when the time calls for it. Sometimes it is going to be the tanks where your flip will immediately save you or get you pretty much out of the fight. And then everything you do on Star-Lord, just do that. And you're going to lose rating at first, but you'll eventually climb because you'll learn your limits of like how much you can harass like side flanks and backlines. I mean, that's what I would do. Because I felt like you kind of just defaulted to the tank, hitting the tanks because it was working. You know? Just because it was working. But yeah, I don't play this character, bro. Like, I don't play this guy. So I'm just kind of telling you what good Star-Lords do. They do this kind of stuff, like always. So they're getting pushed back. You should just go hit their tanks now. Like, so there, you saw their healers disengaging from a fight, so you know it's going good over here. So why not just, like, you know, like, as soon as they start backing up like that and you zone them, transition that into, like a play or something. Because we haven't stopped the car yet. You can do that. And you're, like, when you're in that shift thing, I'm telling you, dude, the spinny thing, like, you're not gonna die. It's too hard to hit. It's like your hitbox is smaller or something. So yeah, this is I like this. Yeah, that's good. Using the height as like a natural barrier. But when you land that chunk, if you see them pushing, use your cooldowns then to transition to hitting someone else or pushing on them, right? Like, it just depends what's going on the other parts of the map. So we're up now, so we can kind of do what we want. I mean, this is fine. I mean, this is... You're kind of just holding a spot because they're not really challenging you.
Who's the man? I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rob. You can... I see a lot of Star-Lords just use it for a second or two and they're out. Like, it's such an obnoxious ability. And you leave that in between your dashes, your instant ones. And he's legit killable. Like, he can just kite you. He can kite anybody. His mobility is the highest in the game, I feel like. I feel like you're playing defense really well, though. Like, this is exactly what you should be doing. This is perfect. I got really nothing to say about this. They gotta come to you. And, I mean, you see, like, this is kind of evident of like, what I mean. Is... You're playing defense fine because the enemy team's not good enough to force you to be proactive. Right? But, once you start getting pushed, which they'll do eventually, they're gonna try harder here. That's really how I kind of want to see how you respond when they actually start shooting at you and challenging. I mean, that's her push. That's not insignificant. Yeah, I mean, that was good game sense to go in there. Like when she uses that is a good invitation to be aggressive. Yeah, no, I really like how you're playing this. I really like... you should be... Yeah, you need, again, 1 or 2 seconds after you needed to, shift out of there quicker. Right? You just need to be... You just need to be more comfortable on this guy. And then, the accuracy, obviously, you know, could be better. But, yeah, you just seem a little uncomfortable. Just like a little slow on stuff. You should watch high-level Star-Lord gameplay if you haven't. Just so you know what it looks like. because if you develop that kind of twitch reaction, just apply it to all your movements. But yeah, I mean, not bad. If you're getting your ults pretty quick, I feel like.
Only 60 seconds left.
So yeah, I mean, sorry I don't play Star-Lord. But boom coach, there you go. Yeah, I mean, really what I'm seeing is just not abusing your mobility enough. Bro, it can be, you can always just get the high ground whenever you want. Could be more aggressive with your trades too, but I mean, I like how you played it was okay. No, I do it every 2 weeks, God's Grasp. I kind of made me want to play a game though, yeah, like I said. You guys cool if I play a game or two? I usually do only coaching these days. But, as someone who's been playing Star-Lord since closed alpha, you need to play less staticky. Everyone can see the direction you plan on going. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he didn't... Apart from when he just, like, flipped out in the open a few times, like, he didn't really need it most of the time. Because the enemy team wasn't really ever pushing him, but, yeah, like, Jukes... I mean, I juke on Hulk, and I'm massive. So you should definitely be doing it. Can play 10. It's 1 a.m. Do a match, do coaching, a match, and coaching. Nothing like a cratch. Shut up, chat. We'll play one. We'll play one. Gotta get my daily dose of Hulk. Spend too much time doing other stuff today, guys. Did I get my replay ID? We'll do one after this game. I'm an addict, guys. You gotta get this account's rating back up. Thanks so much. Got you guys. Well, I mean, it's gonna be first come, first serve, ML Pro. It's not guaranteed. That's the best I can do.
Now, who am I gonna banish?
Hard to watch and not want to play. Yeah. How do I queue? You don't need a queue. You just got to be here when we do it. I'll type go in chat. This is why I don't do this, by the way, is because I'm going to be keeping people waiting. So that's why I just usually put it as its own day. Because people will come up here and be like, oh, why is he playing the game? It just makes it easier for everybody. I don't normally do this, which is why I'm only going to play one. I'm so down for a Loki ban. But we need to ban some kind of OP DPS now. We're in Moon Knight ban rank. Penny ban? Yeah, I ban...
Don't ban Phoenix. Don't ban Phoenix.
I ban Penny in this rank. Gamma withdrawal. Yeah, I mean... So they got a thing player.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
They 100% have a thing player.
That's
Yeah,
also
well,
good.
So like we go Mantis and Phoenix and their thing goes to Shadow Realm.
I'm down.
Well, you see, we're on offense here. I think we need like the Squirtle. We need a Squirtle on the team.
No, you need my DPS Luna.
Can we get a live coaching session? You can off stream if you want.
Round one, go! 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Dude, why does my screen keep flashing black? What is this? It's so bad. It's happening constantly. Chat, do you see this? Hope it goes away.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, I'm TPing everyone behind them, okay?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I'll scratch your
Alright, so they have Mantis, Strange, Phoenix, and Deadpool. I'm gonna TP on point, okay? Just supports can stand where their spawn is.
Hey,
Wait.
Brother, you should go in, like, damn it. Yeah, don't die, don't die. We're gonna win.
Why did he cancel it? Wait, what? Why wouldn't you use the portal for the heal? He portal. That was such a weird portal. I'm so confused. He wanted to swap the Venom and leave mid-fight. Like, what? Nice pull.
What are you aiming at?
There's a Deadpool. I can ult first.
By the eye of Agamotto. No smashing us now.
Dude. Triple heal is so stupid. It's actually so dumb. It's like so shameless that people play this. Like, just quickly reminded of how much this game still sucks. It's getting better though, but man, does this shit suck. I'm gonna Hulk out here.
we are undefeatable!
Kill the invis out of this grab if we can. To the left. Just one. Nice.
Only 60 seconds left.
Oh, whoops. Jesus, that was a lot of effort. That was a lot of effort. Wow. Everything feels like a lot of effort with triple heals, dude, I swear. Where'd he go? Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck.
At least they got no aim.
I can go first.
What are you aiming at?
You can go first if you need clock.
Yes, push up without the card.
Hey, we had to kill the support.
Yes, I killed their ultra.
Stand court. We need 3 on. They're gonna TP and lose this space.
I have 4 ults. 3. Got a 4 straight.
We are undefeated.
I'm hulking.
Oh my god. They didn't die. Amazing. Never see that. Oh, nice. One shot. That's a more defensive
Yo,
comp.
Black Cat, what the fuck
By the
are
way,
you doing,
guys.
bro?
I'm against a comp that has more survivability. More. Apparently. That's 3 healers. We got an extra healer. Yet I take... Sorry, more damage? I take more damage. Say... Oh my. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that's the problem with triple healer. Right there. That's the problem. I take more damage for that, guys. Oh, I didn't mean to jump there. Oh, a bad bubble by me.
No bubble.
Like, we can't kill them, bro! They're
Yeah,
literally
cause
wanting-
you're on Black Cat, bro. You're 7 and 9. We can't kill shit, you dumbass.
Yeah, the same amount of kills.
They double up! They double up!
I bet you I have
Yes.
more.
They don't say anything, they double up!
We do have 5 more deaths than them.
First,
If
yeah,
I keep it
yeah,
above.
I don't want to play anymore.
Healed at all,
I don't want to play. They're not even. They're not
Everyone
even.
gets healed, but you
Because you're
not
always in
healed
the
at all.
back line. We
You're just
can't
an
see
idiot,
you.
bro.
You can't start
You
playing.
guys stay in the back, bro. Like, you guys don't walk up at all.
Yeah, because we're getting dark, so we're staying close to the rest of our team. What?
Yes. So you want me to stay close to you and hold your hand?
No, I want you to go.
You
grab
can't
a
just
health
go
pack.
slow. Is what she's saying. Like you can't just walk in the line.
Just
And
go
expect
grab a health
to
pack.
kill
Stop crying. We can't do anything.
Hey, how about instead of fighting with each other, one of you guys port? One of you had enough time to die and walk all the way back to point.
No, I
But
don't
you want
to.
to fight and lose
I'm
instead.
sorry, I forgot.
You're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Science solves problems.
All right, I don't want to play anymore, guys. This person sounds a lot different than when I played with them the other day, by the way. When I played with this person the other day, they had a very effeminate voice. And today they have a much more masculine
Bro,
voice.
Cat, like either swap or we lose. I don't care if we lose. Just doing, you know.
Maybe they
It's like
used the
you're
voice
really
changer.
lucky, so doesn't matter.
You're also low
Literally-
if we're in the same rank. So like, what are we
Oh
talking?
yeah, of course. Not the account name Ben Shapiro level 20. Not that part. Yeah, got it.
This is what Triple Healer does to people, guys.
Bro,
Genius.
are you flexing hitting Celestial on an alt account?
Yeah, bro, I'm so
Wouldn't
cool.
be
This is what
I'm
Triple
so
Healer
cool,
does to
bro.
people.
I'm very cool. I'm the most special person in this lobby.
Because I don't even think we were playing that bad.
You're right, big dog.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area. The collector's call.
How did I miss?
So I'm free.
No smashing us now!
A little help, please.
I can someone help me.
No smashing us now!
Jeez. Both of our healers just sit main choke. Just legit tunnel vision. Yeah, I would cryptic, but you'd have to rebalance hybrid heroes. They told us not to ban Phoenix, by the way. They told us not to ban this hero.
I can ult it. On me.
Oh.
We are undefeatable! What are you aiming at?
I'm gonna TP. Never mind. Got plenty of time.
I knew he was going for that too, but we're taking too much damage.
What are you aiming at?
Final score 1-2-2.
Yeah, I mean,
GG!
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
on Forge. Yeah, I think I'm done. One and done today, boys. One and done. That's all. Wait, we made the right choice doing a coaching stream today. My God, bro. My God. I'm in such a mood to play today. Imagine getting home from your 9 to 5 and that's what they give you. You gotta go against triple heel slop? Like 3 characters that you permaban? Like literally my top 3 bans. How are the games this lopsided? Well, it's because they allow broken stuff to exist. On top of no roll queue. Right? It's pretty obvious, I feel like. Like, you can't just blame the players. You can't just blame the players. Like, yes, it is the players, but have a little, like... You know, calculate for causality here a little bit. Like, I think my experiences give me that like advantage that I can see like so obviously that it's sure it's the players, but you know, if a game allows players that are shitty to be on your team or not play good stuff that's broken, okay, well maybe it's the game's fault that the players even got to your rank. So I mean, I don't know. Game was designed a little different. Mic sounds echoey. Let's see here if my mic sounds echoey. Test, test, test. Let's see here if my mic sounds echoey. Test, test, test. Let's see here if my mic sounds echoey. Sounds good. All right, Sunday has to be the worst day to play rank? Might be. This is supposed to be a coaching stream anyway. So, we have about an hour-ish left when I type go in Twitch chat. First person to give me their in-game name and their replay code will get a turn. The Phenom. Got a strange game. Okay. This is a GM mostly.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Let's take a little look-see. Got a dive team, got tank pool, magic, BP. I would have held the high ground there a little bit longer. I mean, you could have just landed shots for free on that thing before you needed to, like, maybe try to block heals, but... Also, you should probably port to point. Like, pretty much every game on domination, I feel like. Like, you should pretty much port to point every game, if it's a domination map. I think getting good at that as a strange player is probably one of the most easiest things you can immediately improve to start making you win more games. It's just get better at early portals. Portal plays that can kidnap people, that can, This guy's carrying. We're gonna watch this fight again. So, you won the initial fight. Why didn't we take space to hold like a better choke, right? This choke kind of starts with them at the high ground. I didn't even see what we did. You wiped him and then you just sat on point. Or did you? Okay, so there's a stagger here. You get it late. Yeah, you should be running in right now. So you should be already like at the steps coming up to hold this very good choke. You should have a sense of where everybody is on their team at this point and be moving towards this objective, because that's a much better spot for you to fight. Right? Then you'd maybe be clashing on these stairs, and they'd be pushed back, and probably back up, really, because they know you're all there, and they haven't all respawned yet, right? So you missed a pretty big opportunity here to get a very good fight, and then we die here. So I mean, that to me is just that little lack of movement there is like you kind of just, that's like pretty much all your fault as a tank. That this all happened here. This is pretty much all on you. And this isn't like a strange thing. This is more of just a like a tank thing, really. It's like a macro, whatever you want to call it. Game sense. So your team's fighting over this. You're walking back the point. Yeah. I mean, realistically, you probably should have swapped to another hero just to get the point quicker. But you didn't know your team was going to hold this far, so I mean, like, I don't do that shit ever. So, I mean, I don't... You should know in your mind this is cooked. Like, you should... The fact that this is even close is insane to me. Oh, see, this is what we don't want. This, to me, is worst case scenario. Because we are ulting while behind. But you do have point. So maybe it'll work out. Maybe the enemy team will not use their cooldowns. Oh, and they get the point? Oh, this game's so cooked. Well, you win this, though, right? This is... I can't believe this fight's even close, like... Because you guys really should have just gone for a full reset. This is such a, like... At a certain point, if everybody keeps making mistakes, then nobody's making mistakes anymore, right? Like, I'm just trying to, like... like, at a certain point, if everybody's ulting in a shitty fight, then I guess we all clearly think we can win this. I believe. I think you guys can too. I'm a believer. Yeah, you did it. Nice. Really nice. I guess I was wrong, guys. You're just that much better. Because, like, in hindsight, I could say, you know, you should have ported. But, like, who the fuck thinks their team's gonna win that? I'm telling this guy to swap to another hero. Yo, bro. You can just play this corner here. And whip him. Like... You should be more annoying here. Like, instead of jumping back to line that punch, you like peek this corner. And that's when you go for those fat ults. You just play like that all the time, and then they don't know when you're actually gonna, like, go for one. You know, dude? I mean, you'll still back up here, probably, because they're brawl, and you're just kind of like an awkward spot. You want somewhere where we can hit them out in the open, you know? But you can kind of bait people, you know? Like, I feel like that's something maybe not talked about enough. Like, well, I mean, dropping there was bad. Now you do want to back up. I think now you want to back up to, like, really, like, kind of out here. And, like, wait for your dive to go in. I wish you were up here, though. This is super awkward, but yeah, I mean, as long as you're keeping your range, like... What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, I guess it's good to check. Yeah, this is GM. Alright. Your backline's getting dove. I think this is the right call just because of how far up they are, like, peeling here. So, definitely think you made the right choice. Yeah, they're just popping everything. Don't think there was a whole lot you could have done there. Other than, like I said, the initial positioning that I told you about. Just kind of winning the neutral harder, being more annoying, more hard to kill, and you probably avoid situations like that. Sometimes you bait someone and they die before an ult, and maybe you just do enough damage to where they have to ult early, right? Like, none of that really happened, and they kind of just fought on their terms because you weren't, you know, like I said, taking the space you need to in the neutral. It's your gameplay is, like, your accuracy and everything is, it's fine. Like, what, you know, most of it's decision making and, like, where knowing where you're fighting, and like, you're also kind of getting fucked over by the map a little bit. You should just hit someone to get to your ult, dude, and just rip that shit. Like, I would be thinking get ult and then immediately just go right to their backline. Because you had your cloak ult, you had your cloak ult down, right? So, like, I don't think you had enough urgency there. I think when that cloak ult was down, I would have been with these guys, like, helping them kill their healers. That being said, I feel like this play will still probably work. That's just what I would have done. Because you have a pretty unique power play to kind of just walk on them, right? But at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. Watch a little bit more here. New map. So on this map, you don't need to do anything special. You just kind of fight on the point, and it's like big enough to where you can kind of just pull the brawl heroes around the corner and not really be too worried about them. This is a oh, they swapped the penny. Okay. See, this is, you're doing this a lot. You're having to waste cooldowns. This is unique. I haven't seen this too much. Yeah, it just, like, you're just falling, like, you're getting fucked over by the map. This is the fourth time this game where you've gotten fucked over by the map. So, you keep going down holes. I know, bro.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
I'm trying to figure out why that would be. Are you a new player? Are you newish? Are you just tunnel vision on getting your shots off? Is there something? What do you think that is? So, while I think that was fine, look for opportunities when you get dove like that. I mean, you did the right thing, by the way. You probably could have held, like, shielded, but when they commit to you like that, a lot of tanks I don't see, you pull them around the corner. I think what you did there was correct, but just for, like, other situations, because when you're holding the first checkpoint, where that fight where you lost and died, that's what I'm kind of talking about. You pull them around the corner, and then you have a new area where they have to commit to where you are from a range. And that's the idea behind it, but right? Because if you go down the steps, then they have like a new cover, which is the height. So you just want to create as many situations where that's happening for you. But yeah, I think they're just staying with your healers was the only way you're going to live that. Yeah, I would have jumped in there. Or wait, is it on cooldown? Instead of walking into the mines. Bro, that ability is so powerful, by the way. The buffed yoink. I've seen Stranges use that ability in a lot of cool ways, by the way. One I've seen is to line up like easy shots. Kind of knowing where it'll pull them, and then they do like they have like a really good combo that they do. It does. Strange is very lethal right now. I think he's like S tier. Yeah, I wouldn't chase that. I wouldn't chase that. Now you can ult Hulk out of that if you time it right, and pretty much just get a free kill. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a terrible option. So ulting the Hulk as a Captain Coach viewer is nasty work. Yeah, we'll watch one more fight here. Yeah, I don't know why your healers didn't use their ult. I don't think that's really on you. But you probably could have shielded for him maybe a little bit. I didn't see, but I don't know. You played that fine, bro. Although to be honest, I wasn't paying attention a ton for that fight. Why not just hover in and try to bait out her stun? Your invis ults. Yeah, I mean, this is good. Get in the DPS's face. Trust that they're going to live. Since the brawl isn't on you. Yeah, like right there. But there's only so much you can do if your team's just standing out in the open like that. Just throw up your shield, like. But yeah, once you kill a DPS, I mean, unless the damage you're going to do is going to kill the people killing your healers, one of the highest value things you can do is just holding up your shield. Keeping your backline alive from like the range damage their healers are doing. But just while you're moving from place to place. Like I truly don't think Strange has used that ability well enough. And it's like the weirdest thing. Like people play Strange for the combos, but I don't know, man. Sometimes you just want to hold your shield down. Donnie, review your deadlock game. Come on, bro. I'm doing coaching for a way more popular. Actually, I don't even know. Is Rivals more popular than Deadlock? That's debatable. So now you got me in the mood for Deadlock. I played one Rivals game today, Dondi. It was awful. It made me not want to play it anymore. I'm down for Deadlock tonight, though. After I record my podcast episode, if you want. I think it probably is. It's definitely more mainstream. Yeah, I got a podcast. A Marvel Rivals podcast. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see it. Let's see the play. Let's see the big ult. Here we go. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I hate Penny. Bro, why are we using our hover? Just hover in there, bro. This isn't gonna work. Oh my god, it works. Okay, I mean, that should not have worked. Dude. You want to use your mobility in the hardest areas it's going to be for you to progress. Okay, just try to use your cooldowns in the spots where it's going to be the hardest for you to get the things you want to do done. So what does a Penny do really well? Hold tight, narrow spaces. Okay, here's the tight, narrow space you have to go through. Why don't we just hover over all of it? Like an airplane. Just go right up to here and fucking... They can heal you from here. This is actually like... This is valid. This is a valid spot. Alright. Zone the team from the Iron Man. Your team 1v5s or Iron Fist if he goes in. Sure, why not? Go up here. Just anything but what you did. Alright, so in summary, use your portal on domination maps to set up early picks or just get positioning in like good chokes. Fight over chokes more aggressively. You got to be more aware of the maps. And use your... I mean, don't be afraid to just hold down your shield. It's okay. Like, you have my permission. I know no Strange does that, but it is actually the right play sometimes. I promise. It is actually the right play. Do I prefer to review losses? Nah. I don't really care. I don't really care. Usually I would start off fighting a tank, but continue walking towards a squishy I'll finish off getting the 100 dark magic on Squishy to half health and then pop. Yeah, that's all cool. That sounds right. But yeah, I mean, not bad. Good aim. W aim. Ugh. Neck is killing me, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it. All right, we got time for 3 more. We can do 3 more. So just a heads up for anyone looking to line skip. But we should be able to, I mean, there were about like 4 or 5 at most. We got 2 of them, so unless no new people came up, I'm gonna hit go in the chat here. We'll see how many people are left. We might be able to get everybody. So here we go. In-game name, replay code. All right. This was one of the other people that I saw before. Let's take a look. Got ourselves another strange game. Strange Thor. Oh, wow. You went off this game. You went crazy. Final hits. Let's take a look. We're mid-celestial. Am I allowed to sleep or should I keep watching? Yes, you're allowed to sleep. Stop being weird. That's a weird thing to say. Go to sleep. Alright, we're Thorin. We're Thorin. Going for the kidnaps. We like that. Oh my god. Yo, 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 yo. Just stabilize. You had people low on health. I would have peeked them, dude. I would have chilled a second just to give them a second to recover. Like, you just won the fight. Just don't do anything that's going to make you auto-lose it. Because I didn't even get a good look at what was going on back here, man. This is unnecessarily aggressive, what you just did there. Unnecessarily aggressive. There's just, I mean, what does that accomplish for you other than risking you losing this fight? Total mistake there. Total misplay. Total misplay. You have the lead. You have the lead. You got the kill. Right? Am I crazy? Did we not, did he get a res? Well, even worse then. Even worse then. So yeah, this is just total grief. This is not good movement here. Luckily you're Thor, so you don't get too punished for it. Yeah, that's the reason this isn't worth is because a good cloak will never die there. And yeah, it was just too risky. It was just way too risky. You never really let the fight settle to get to a point where you had control over it. You kind of just went for coin flip plays the entire time. I hate people who play this way. And Thors can play this way. Spider-Mans can play this way. A lot of DPS characters can. Punishers can play this way. So I'm gonna probably be giving you a lot to say if this is your playstyle. Like, I'm gonna be talking a lot because if you just kind of coin flip fights, we're gonna be chatting a while here. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, the pull is nice, but what is your Spider-Man doing? I don't think he should be... Okay, I mean... Not a great situation here, but I like the idea. This is, again, a coin flip play, though. Like, I'm sorry, this is a coin flip play. Your Spider-Man's dead. I know their whole team's coming, but, This is like again, I think this is unnecessarily risky, but like let's watch him cook. Let's watch him cook. Yeah, it ended up working. Okay, well, I'm dumb. Good play. I don't know why Strange didn't just jump out. Because he has a window after you cast that to where you can't cast it again. He should know about that. But, did he just not use it? Yeah, he just, oh, you... Yeah, he's just a noob. He's just a noob. Alright, yeah, I don't think that was a good option there. I would have just kept whacking her. Would have just kept whacking and dashing for that, but got her anyway. Again, dude, this is a better option. I like this because, you know, you've already kind of won the fight. No reason to be too aggressive. This is more or less the right idea. This is more or less the right idea. Yeah, you're like so far ahead now. Yeah, just dive. This is an example of a good dive. Example of a good dive. Because you knew you had it. Right? Okay. Better. Alright, so I certainly hope you don't go around this corner. I really hope you don't. I really hope you don't do this. Don't give them a chance to make a play on you. Remember, they gotta come to you, right? They gotta come to you. You don't have to engage. You don't have to. Don't take an unnecessary risk here. Good. Very good. Let them make the play. Be ready for it. Magic's over there wasting her time. Don't get baited by your Spider-Man. Yo. Yeah. Okay, so as soon as that Strange walks by you, your immediate thought should be stop him from doing whatever he's trying to do. You're looking to engage more than you are to, like, you got to peel there. You have point already, and your invis just popped alt. Like, just like you're just coin flipping everything. You're coin flipping everything. This is not a good way to play. This is not a good way to play. Don't let tanks just run onto your backline. Thor is actually one of the better peelers in the game. Or was it Strange who walked on your backline? Yeah, it was Strange. Wait, they're all... What just happened? Where am I? You're already dead. That's what happened. So, I mean, you gotta peel more, dude. What you should have done is just hold this corner and wait for the Strange to peek like he did, and then bump him into your team. Right? That's what I mean by, like, waiting for them to make a play. Because you went for a counter engage in a situation where you were already up, and your Viz had to preemptively waste an ult. I mean, you can always just immune his ult with your ult. I don't see Thor's ult tanks enough either. Like, I actually think it's an okay play sometimes, but yeah, I that's not how I would have played that fight. That's not how I would have played that fight. So good sense not to walk up here. You guys lost that fight. So we're at a situation where we have used our Invisible Woman ult. We got Iron Fist coming up, but like you should have a pretty good idea that we're down on ults right now. So yes, look for a pick. Try not... Yeah, you're too committal there. Again, just another unnecessary risk. We're like... playing way too aggro. Way too aggro. This might have been a good time in the game to actually just go to the side and come from behind, like catch him off guard, give him a different look. But I don't want to keep saying what you could have done after after you already make the fuck up. So I'll try to say it before, just so you know I'm not like saying everything you're doing is bad. But you got a shield tank, right? So you gotta play that a little safer. You're just taking way too much damage for free here. So they're kind of low. Now I would push. Like, yeah, push off of that. Yeah, good, good. I like that dodge, but peel. There you go. Yeah, we needed to be on that sooner. Right? Like, you're way too inclined to push into their team when you should be looking to peel. You're not peeling nearly enough. You had time, right? You want to build to your ults. You want to look for a pick and build to your ults. Had you lived there, you maybe win that fight. Because you get to a situation where they're using their ults while down. So, you had time. You need to think more in terms of winning the fight. Like, you're just locking onto certain things and not really thinking about the... Like, you were up there, so that should be an excuse for you to play, like, slower. Right? And pick your fight. I think he was trying to avoid it, but... Because you had time left on the clock. Oh, what? There you go. Okay, I mean... Maybe this... So when you peel, don't let her... Don't let her get behind you like that so easily. Right? So we look at it from like a top down. Okay? Like, this little spot here, you kind of want to fight over a little bit as you walk up and use your mobility in between these important spots. I'm not saying do it so robotically to where that's like the only time you use it, but it's a way more efficient way to play. Basically, at the times you're going to be taking the most damage is when you use your mobility. Because now you're kind of overextended here. You're about to take a big hit. And this magic not only has access to your backline, but can turn on you in a spot where you're in between her and her team. So you need to play a little closer to everybody and worry about your taking damage more. You're kind of just... You're a little too... like, loose with your movements. Like, you're... Like, if I were to... Like, if a team is a perfect circle, right? Just moving around the map. And realistically, it's like this, and like, okay, now their team's pushing in, so we're going to want to back up, and we're, right? This is like more or less the outline of where your team is standing at all times. Okay? That's what it looks like. This is you and your team. Okay, that looks like a dick. But that's you right there. You're the top of the dick. This is not natural. This is not what we want to look like. You want to be kind of more connected, right? You want to you keep pushing in too far, right? Play a little tighter to your team because Thor has a lot of damage, right? So if somebody pushes in, don't. Like, if someone wants to push into your team, right? Like, this is your team, and then they're, like, pushing in to make your circle less small. Don't just let them do this. Because what you're doing is, like, okay, here's their team. Right? And you're doing this. Like, this is what we call a Coin flip. And every Thor does it. Why? Because they can, because the character's OP. So, yes, okay, sometimes plays like this are okay, but most of the time, like, if you're just, you need to stop this from happening, and then when it's cut off, now this is, like, weaker, right? This is, like, easier to attack, so then you go for that type of play. But you need to stabilize first, like, we're skipping steps. All right. So there you go, boom coached. All right, 2 more guys. In-game name, replay code in chat. Yeah, don't be a coin flip player, guys. Be a team player. And then coin flip when there's nothing left. It's like you have no other option. Then that's when you go for the coin flip. All right, we got Vokvigvon. Another lever game. Wow. And we have Rogue. Okay, nice. Big thing that jumps out to me is your damage is kind of low. Also, this is absurd. But yeah, with Rogue, you want to be brawling a lot. She can fight and get a lot of damage. She's really good at that. You should be starting height. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Their Rogue was for about 2 or 3 seconds.
Yo, coach, this my code 30,607,710,792. Thanks.
All right, cool. And Sermon Special is going to sneak in with the last coaching session of the day. So line is now closed. I appreciate that, Sermon. I appreciate that. I don't know what SGD is. I'll assume it's like 10. I actually don't know how much that is. Actually, I can look it up real quick. What is an SGD? Let me check. SGD. Singapore. Cool. Yep. Cool. All right, we're good. Interesting. Squirrel Girl dollars. That's funny. Yeah, so their Rogue, I think it was their Rogue. She was in a spot where, you were hunting the Spider-Man? Yeah, but why not just win the fight? Listen, the number one time a good Spider-Man is going to engage on your team is as soon as you do something. So, I mean, you could just use that to your advantage and either win the fight before, like, if you see an opportunity to do something. Because a good Spider-Man's just going to change his playstyle and just do something else. That's why he's so OP. So, I mean, I get what you're doing. But, like, you kind of missed an opportunity to get a kill, is why. I just... If I were doing in Discord, I would say, like, say when you could have gotten it. But I'll kind of just pause when I saw an opportunity that I would have probably started a fight. I'll just pause it. Oops. Okay, so right there. Their Rogue just dashed in, is pushed up almost like past this. She's like kind of on the edge of this corner, right? Where there's a fight where you can kind of quickly just fall back. Your healer's in line of sight. Just this is where you hit her. This is where you hit her. She is overextended. I mean, maybe not completely. It's mainly past this little curve, but she's this is free damage for you, and you could probably kill her here. So you kind of miss that a little bit. You kind of miss that. But nothing happens, so it's fine. Again, I mean, I'd probably just go fight her there. Like, why not? You had a kill, potentially. I mean, this isn't baiting. She's clearly overextended. Okay, again, here, if we're just gonna, like, if they're all just backing up like that, you might as well just get to a better spot. Yeah, don't ever give a Spider-Man this much respect. Like, don't ever give him this much respect. You're denying yourself too much value to do a play that you could do just while normally fighting. This is too far the other way. Like, we used last game as an example of being a coin flip player. This is like too far in the other direction. You're losing too much of your own value to the point where you're kind of throwing just by not getting enough ult charge. Like, you're going to be the last person to get your ult. I mean, here, let's look. 68, 48, 51, 39, and he's dead. 25. You have someone dead on your team? So you're behind. Now, it may not seem like you're at a disadvantage, but you are at a disadvantage right now. So was the way you played to be at a disadvantage worth it? I mean, Spider-Man technically didn't do anything, so, I mean, you know, in hindsight. But, like, again, you have to trust that your teammates aren't terrible. And what better way to stop a Spider-Man from killing your teammates than making sure they don't get hit when the enemy team is hitting them? So you don't have to completely take yourself out of a fight. You can still brawl on the front line. That's your job as Rogue. You just need to be keeping cooldowns to where you can turn back and help your healers when the Spider-Man goes in. Because, again, you have to assume he's a good player, at least. And if he's not, you're going to win anyway, right? So you might as well play the right way. Now, there are situations where you know they have to come to you, and it's like, okay, yeah, I want to pick my fight. But if this is like where you pick your fight, just kind of like hugging the corner of this wall, like you weren't even like the point is you're never going to really be able to do anything to a Spider-Man until he commits. So just have an idea when he's going to commit based on the pressure you apply. He's going to commit when he needs to. So win the fight and then just look for the commit. The best way to get a Spider-Man to engage is start winning the fight. Or start fighting. Again, you could have been more aggressive there. You're just not... I mean, you're sitting at full health, just not really doing much damage. So, now we're down. I mean, you're right here to back up, but... just focus more on hitting their tanks. Like, fight their tanks. You want to use that cooldown more as an escape on defense, I think. It's the best way to escape, and use your shift and your right shield for more of like brawling. Kind of what I would have done there. Also, you haven't grabbed anyone yet. So, like when Rogue peeked that corner, that would have been a good time to like shield dash into like a punch grab, into like a shift, and then punch kick to get out, something like that. Yeah, we're just sitting on our cooldowns too long. There you go. Yeah, don't be afraid to use your cooldowns to actually fight. You have a lot of health. And your shield, your right click, can actually make you tank a lot of damage. It seems like you don't trust your healers to heal you. You like the dash there. Well, I mean, you might as well just... I mean, she's got her ult. You might as well... I mean, there's no point in... Just die. Just get your ult charge and die. Like, this is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well. You might as well have just gotten ult charge off the White Fox ult. You might as well have just gotten it.
Better stop that vehicle.
What are the requirements? Oh, it's closed. Sorry.
They faded halfway. Stop them.
But it's in the title. All right. All right.
Wow, fancy seeing you here.
Trying to keep from taking damage in the open. Well, you got to do damage. You can't just not go for plays. You definitely want to be aggressive enough to where you can win a fight on your own. I mean, that's how you win games, right? Is kind of just carrying them and being better. So looking for fights just when they're advantageous for you is something you should almost always be doing. Almost always. So we're just they're kind of just engaging on you because we're playing a little too safe. But even now, I like this is it's unsure if you're gonna win this. If you just sit on cart like this, you're pretty much guaranteeing you're not gonna win it. So like in a situation like that, I don't think it would have been bad to use your ult. Because I think now it's more clear that this fight was good for you. I think back then it wasn't. I would have used that ult like way sooner. So you should be just trying to stay alive right now. I would have stalled a little bit and then probably gotten out. Because you had a little space left. Like, basically stalled until you got low. Used your mobility to get out. Back to your healer in the little room. Then go back to point at last second. That's probably how you wanted to play that. And by then the cloak ult would have been up. That's really the only way you would have been able to stall there. So, it's just about doing everything you possibly can to the last possible second to making sure you have a chance. So I tank is the hardest role, that everything you have to do is under the assumption that you are prioritizing the cart first. That's kind of your job, because you have more health. So it's the healer's job to keep you alive on cart. It's your job to be on cart. You have to think of the best way to do that. And basically what I'm saying is you didn't figure out what that way was there. You're sitting on your cooldowns way too much. Way too much. You need to be using them more frequently. That's the biggest way you're going to improve, just like immediately, is you start using your abilities more. And then, like I said, I personally use kick to get out, but it, like a lot of other rogues, like rogue's cool because you can play it in some different ways. I think kick is best used to get out as like a disengage tool. But yeah, you got to go in here. Yeah, so yeah, look for a grab here. There you go. I would have still probably tried to get some damage off. Yeah, this is just not. It's not. Just unfortunate.
The current score is 0-2.
It's unfortunate. Let's watch a little bit more. We got a little bit of time here.
Including which side you're on.
Let's see on offense here. Where the hell are you? I don't like this spot. This is clever though, like, but I'm not a big fan of it. Because it kind of forces your healers to peek them to heal you, which is why I don't like it. So for me personally, I would have probably immediately like dashed up here, cleared off any like Spider-Man potential things, because you could fight him here easily with a grab. Then immediately, like, get down here, use an ability, kick up here, and receive heals from your heals up here. It's like kind of more or less the way a fight for me on Rogue would go. You're just your movements are a little too static, and like you're just kind of, we're just not using our abilities enough. This is a good spot, though, right here. This is another good spot. Yeah, so immediately look for a grab on Spider-Man. Just immediately grab him. Because if you grab him, he pretty much just dies. Because you get 20% damage boost. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Looking at our backline too much. The easiest way to assure your backline is going to be safe. Like, yeah, we're just playing full-on bodyguard here. Yeah, you seem to be only committing to fights that are already won. You need to be the reason you're winning a fight. I would, if I were you, Vic, I would just practice quick plays, dude. Like, just don't stop holding your W key. Just play so aggressively that you're just feeding, pretty much. Just go feeding quick plays, basically what I'm telling you. That's gonna be the best way you're gonna improve. It's just go play quick plays and just take every fight as Rogue. Take every fight. And then every time it doesn't work, think, if I played that better, could I won that fight? Or was I too far up? And then it's called limit testing. You constantly figure out what you're able to do on this hero, and you'll unlock more ways to win fights on your own. It doesn't seem like you've gone through that process yet. So we're kind of just playing overly safe in a game where we don't really need to be, because this is not a very high rank. So these are people who, with the right level of aggression, you could just go in and outplay. Again, just sitting on cooldowns too long. Just go up and punch the group. Just go punch him. Just go punch him. There you go. That's a good grab. Nice play. You gotta... I learned the other day, you pretty much have to insta-cast that uppercut. And I think you can still break out, because I was spamming it the other day and it still wasn't going off. But I'm not... I actually need to figure that out, because I play Rogue, but I usually just spam it. But it might be you might want to shift uppercut. I'm not sure. Just for the instant boop into a combo. I actually don't know. I should probably figure that out because I play Rogue. But yeah, I would not play ranked. I would not play ranked if this is the way you're gonna play. I would get more practice. So you're not just sitting on cooldowns all the time. That's really all I can give you. Just hit their tanks. Literally, just hit their tanks. It's okay. You can do that. You want to be brawling constantly. You want to be brawling constantly. All right. And this is the last one here. And then we are all done, guys. And what was your name? Do you think Marvel... I mean, team comp matters, sure. I mean, it depends what rank you're in, I guess. The higher ranks you go, the more comp matters. In lower ranks, it doesn't matter as much. You just outplay people. Your guppy mutt. Okay. We have another... Dude, you guys are picking a lot of heroes I don't play. I'll try, though. We have Captain America. We're in GM. Take a look here.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Okay. I hear no more. Wait, there's somebody behind you. I heard him. I literally heard him. Who was it? Oh, Venom. Yeah, it was the wet feet. I would have peeked that. Since you know he's gonna, whoever it is gonna try to hit your back line, but I guess you didn't hear it. Crazy. We don't have to go in here. This is not a good play. This is not a good play. Your initial play, I thought apart from not like seeing who was behind you, was good. Like this whole sequence, I didn't really have much to say. This is not a good engage. This is way too aggressive. Way too aggressive. Very risky. I think you live here though. I do think you live here. Yeah. But you could have waited there. Like you could have chilled and the reason why even though you lived here, this is really important for people to understand. You basically want to wait until the best possible chance you have to push your advantages or before they get away. Like before you have to completely disengage from a fight. So you know you got your advantage. You know they still have about 2 or 3 seconds before they get away and get a full reset. But you go in and take your 80% of your health bar and damage before your healers are in position. So you basically, if you look at it from a top-down view, it becomes so much more obvious, right? Well, I guess you weren't that up. You were up though. You were up. Look at this, dude. You knew you were winning. You heard the kill sound go off. But there's about 2 or 3 seconds before your team is able to follow up on this play. And there's about 2 or 3 seconds before these people can escape from this play and reset. So why wouldn't you wait like 1 second, dance around here, keep a tether between this right here and your team to where you're still within 1 jump of them to engage as soon as your team's ready to follow up. You get a better fight. They still don't get away. Isn't this a way better way to do things? But instead you go in early. You don't really push off the venom. You have to cycle through your shield. You get hooked. Now they're ready to fight, but you aren't. So you went in too early, right? Because I see this a lot. This is the #1 mistake I see tanks get. I pretty much, any game below Celestial, this is the #1 mistake I see. Like, pretty much every single tank does this. And it's just not having an idea where your team is based on the map. Like, I don't know, like spatial... What, like recognition, like extrapolation? Like, just having an idea of where they are. So, I don't know, like... You had the right idea, it's just... You did it too early. Like, the idea behind that play is right. Yes, we want to push our lead and get another fight before they get away. Sure, but, like... You still have to get a good fight. You can't just... Like, it's better to... Like, if you're gonna do this... To, like, okay, maybe your idea... This will give you the benefit of the doubt. Is... Start the fight... To kind of communicate through your actions. Like, this is a goodwill argument for you. Good... That your team is... You're communicating to your team through your actions that they need to fight right now. Sure. But why not? If you're going to do that, why wouldn't you just walk up and, like, hold your shield and kind of, like, just be annoying, be annoying, be annoying. Be somewhere where they can't hit you, but you're still, like, telling your team, like, come up, right? And then jump in, right? But this is just not the way we want to do it. Okay? So, sorry, I spent a lot on that. So, now we've stabilized... They're trying to fight this, yeah, so I like this aggression. This is good from you. Honestly, you played that pretty clean, like, not bad. Your recognition there to go for that is like, you kind of track their cooldowns. I thought you played that, like, okay. You gotta be a little careful here. But, yeah, I mean, the aggression is... We're liking it. We're definitely liking it. So you pretty much just get this, like... I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, you should have been back sooner, but what the hell is your team doing? Like, I would, if I were you, Guppy, because this is twice now you've kind of pushed too far up. Get into the habit of, as soon as you secure your team an advantage, stop trying to push the advantage and make sure the objective is moving. And what you're going to find is that you are going to hit so many more tanks and divers and win so many more games because of it. It's you'll be surprised at how many free kills you'll get. I will say in this situation though, I'm not even gonna look. They should have been able to kill this guy. Like I don't like what you were doing is fine. They need to just be all on point killing this guy. But like at the end of the day, it's ranked, and they're not gonna do that in time. So you got to do it. At the end of the day, like no lead is safe. No fight is guaranteed won when you have random teammates. So you really should have been here. But I thought what you were doing was like honestly fine. I thought it was, but at the end of the day, like the right call is to really just do the guarantee, which is take the winning fight, which is a 2v5 on an objective after you killed their Emma, right? So you guys got it either way. Okay, so we're at a situation where cart's moving for free, right? We know we have a pick, but they're probably not going to give us a fight. Yeah, you just want to hold the space and eventually look for a better angle in before they're able to access your backline, right? You want to look for a lead before Venom is able to just stall cart. And push him off of it. Like transition pressure on backline to maybe a kill on the Venom on his way out. You basically have to find similar value to Venom. And unless, you know, apart from just like solo killing their healers, the best way is going to be to zone and disengage and push them off cart. And you just want to repeatedly do that as the cart moves up. And the reason Cap is so good right now is because he's just so hard to kill that you can kind of stay in fights and get to your ults and just really, I mean, any game a Cap is in, I feel like just is so slowed down. Hulk is the same way. So let's see how you play this. So Emma low, taking the fight early, which is fine. I like that option to kind of slow play it like that. Yeah, this is good. You got the right idea. This is really good. Yeah, I mean, you played that well. You got the right, you played that very well. That is exactly how I would have played it. You kind of like avoid taking damage, get the fight started because you know you have a lead, and try to do something before the Venom gets like any kind of instant value. But now again, just make sure we're getting the cart because you didn't even peek, but like you got the Venom in front of you here, but you didn't for a second before. So just make sure you're making like just make sure he's not stalling cart. But like in this situation, yeah, like you played that really good. You played that really good. I would just ult here. I wouldn't even hesitate. I would, yeah. I would. You just let him walk out of the most like important choke here. I would have literally just ran it down. No joke. I would have just ran it down with my ult. No doubt I would have done that. Because you know the ult phase for supports is coming. I would have just used it to take space and force a cooldown, because I feel like you could have. It's probably not the right play, but it's what I would have done. I feel like you should have just done it. Just get in there with your ult, dude. Because that's such a bad place for them to fight. Yeah. Because you're using it anyway. I think that's one thing I see Caps in general I don't think do a very good job of, is use their ults as an engage. And I think it is such a good way to use it. Because I don't even, like, when this stuff happens, it's just like, yeah, there's not a whole lot of room to make impact as a tank when all the support ults go down. So I usually kind of just try to control the tempo. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, this is literally the spot where Death in Gaming used his rocket ult. This is amazing stalling by you. Like, you're doing such a good job here. I think you understand what makes Cap strong. You definitely do. And I think your mechanics, yeah, they're fine. Like, I don't see anything too glaring. Like, you're pretty clean. Like, I think he's easier to land like, there's no cancel anymore, right? They kind of got rid of it. Yeah, I mean, this is probably a little too disengaged. I would have actually, I mean, they were in a spot where they couldn't really follow up on your team, so it's, like, fine that you didn't go in there. But I think you could have gotten damage for free, and then they would have turned and hit you, and you would have slowed down that inevitable play, right? So there's, like, a play there where the Emma's ulting, and they're all walking up through that choke where they can't see your team, to where you go in and just get them to look back for a second, and that's, like, really good value. I mean, so you could have done it, but, I mean, it's fine that you didn't. Probably wouldn't have changed anything. Probably wouldn't have changed anything. More ult charge for you, though, right? No, I mean, I like the way you're playing for the most part. I think you got the right idea. You just go too far on plays. There's no... You're not going to get a kill here, so once you get them, they're zoned. Like, to me, this is zoned. Now you look for a transitional play. Yeah, and see, like, look, Venom's... This is the number one thing at the higher rank you get as Cap you're going to want to be doing, is... And all the best ones do it. As soon as you get this, like... This is, like, a minor power play where they're kind of pushed off the fight. So to heal the Venom, right, they're going to have to... Like, if he chooses a fight here, and you choose a fight here... You're kind of just canceling each other out. Like, just try to use the space you get to turn it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, this is really good recognition here, that you're on this part of the map. Yeah, I'm okay with you jumping in aggressively here, right? Like, whereas this is too aggro though. Whereas the fight before, right, where I said it was bad, and this fight's fine because you know you're gonna wipe him here because there's only like 2 people left and they're right there and you're full health. I don't think this is the right play. I hate how you as a tank you feel obligated to need to do this because I do this too. But technically, the right play here is to kind of just like be as annoying as possible and like see when they come out. But honestly, like doing that's fine just in case like the Venom stalls or whatever. But
now or never. Stop them.
Yeah, see how they kind of got out for free again. And again, once you got topped there by your healers, you could have come back, got your ult charge before this is happening, and like I said, do another like aggro space taking ult. But we're at this point now where, I mean, their Venom's kind of throwing, luckily for you. He's really not taking great stall fights, but begs the question. You're kind of baiting them into a bad fight. That's fine, but you're taking the wrong fight. Like, fine, letting them walk by, but then why wouldn't you just collapse on them? Like, you have to be ready for a situation other than them, like, full committing. Like, you could have just fought him here, is what I'm saying. Like, they kind of made the mistake for you, and then now we're still forcing a backline play that we don't need to. And you have a chance to potentially not, you know, make this play work. Like, the team, they already opted into a fight where they were outnumbered, so just take that fight. You took the wrong fight, right? And this is, I mean, we kind of knew beforehand that this wasn't going to really work because they had already did the play that wasn't going to work. So whatever play, if there is going to be a play that happens over here, hopefully not one, it's not going to work because they already took one that's not going to work. There's more of your team here and less of their team here, and more of their team here and less of your team here. So why would you force a fight here? So, I mean, you got to be more fluid in your thinking. The idea to come over here, yeah, sure, fine. It's the right play. Like, you going to cart here, getting it to move faster than walking up late to bait them into a fight, that's totally valid. I do that all the time. I do that literally all the time. But then you just took the wrong fight. So, okay, what do you do? Hold this corner when you see them walk up, come up through the steps, get it, lay of the lands. Oh, Venom's diving in, and there's only like 2 people here. Jump on their healers right here when they were walking through. Their team's still leaking out of base. They took a bad fight too early. They're panicking. This is stupid, right? So, took the wrong fight here. You'd have a little bit better awareness of where everybody is. But the fights themselves, you're playing them pretty well, I will say. Let's watch a little bit of offense here, or defense here. I think Cap is OP on defense, like straight OP. No reason not to start on cart. I don't get why people don't. Oh wait, did you? Yeah, there is, in my eyes, there's no reason not to start on cart and get a free 5 seconds. I don't know why people don't do it. There's literally no risk. It's an easy way to kind of bait them into attacking you and getting a fight like where you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna walk at you, so you just pop your shield, get a little damage, go out, and your shield's better than whatever they got, and you just get free ult charge. And as Cap on defense, that's what you want is ult charge because you have a support ult. So anytime you can take space for free and get ult charge for free, you should be doing it because you're such a tanky character and hard to kill. So to me, I can't think of anything better you could be doing than that play. So you should be doing it every game. I don't know. I just think you should be doing it every game. I have not heard a reason that is better than whatever, like, oh, Venom might swing and get on your backline. No, if your team dies to a solo Venom backline, that's their fault. Like, I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I know it's nitpicky, but it's the truth. Okay, so waiting for Venom to make a play. Way more willing to hit the Venom now, right? Not necessarily the right mindset to have. Right? That might be one of those plays that I talked about where you purposefully take the bad play, right? But play it in a way where you basically let Venom take the bad play and you stall more than he is able to, like, connect on winning the fight. Right? You seem very intent on going kills. Again, you already won the fight, so going for that Bucky there, just not a necessary risk. I'm gonna be honest, like, you seem better than the rank you're in, but you make choices that are a little risky and put the advantages you get at risk, and that's your biggest weakness. This is, again, I just don't like the idea of diving the backline when the cart is, like, you're not sure that's being contested. Like, I get the idea behind this, but I just don't agree with this engage in particular. There's just too much left to chance right now. I would establish a bit more control of the front line before you do something like this. Because it's just too easy for them to back up. And look for, like, a play on you or something. Like, you know they're going to hit you if you contest cart. So if you're gonna go for this, like, yeah, I get it. You're being annoying, but this is just, I don't know. This is, to me, is not enough value. And again, cart's moving, so you being annoying while the cart's moving doesn't really matter. I don't like this at all. You're throwing. You're throwing with this. You're throwing. I think you need to be worried more about the cart. You just let it move, like, way too much for free. Way too much. You can be annoying while still stopping cart. So now, yeah, like, see what I mean? You basically just lost your team that fight by doing nothing. This is my opinion, is your fault. This is my opinion, is your fault. This is totally on you. You had no impact there. Being annoying is not enough on defense. You gotta be annoying and actually stop the objective. So I think we're still kind of too locked in on going for backline here. But we'll do one more fight here. Yeah, mechanically, I think you're pretty solid. I think you play your fights well, but you take a lot of bad fights. Yeah, this is such a low probability play, and again, you're just like, you need to be hitting tanks more. I'm telling you, you need to be hitting their tanks more. You're kind of leaving your healers to just, you're coin flipping a little bit. You're kind of coin flipping. That being said, like, when you do go for a fight on their backline, I think you play it overall, like, decent enough, but maybe that's why you're doing it, is because you feel like you can, but I think you're playing these fights a little too aggressive. Shouldn't his team get more aggressive when he's in the backline? You realize that Venom can like, you can only do so much when a Venom's in your face. I mean, that's a good question. But there's only so much you can do with a Venom in your face. And at the end of the day, okay, they have to aggress on you. So if you know where they have to be to win the fight, yeah, I got you, Mills. We're wrapping up here. Then why would you do an extended trade in the back line instead of trying to help the people who you need to be able to defensively hold the position? Like, it's just an unnecessary risk. Sure, in a perfect world, yeah, you all push their back line, whatever, and win the fight. But what if, like, they're going to have to contest the point anyway, because if you go too far, then Venom's just going to backcap. Like, so it's just better to play the more consistent, the more reliable way and force them to play well to beat you. And really, that level of coordination is just not realistic anyway. Being like, yo, let's all dive and hope. Like, it's just, you're asking too much of your team to do. Venom is 1,500 health that your supports have to burn through. That's just like whacking them in the face. Once you get the initial space and cycle through your shield, you have to use your like burst mobility to turn it on the Venom. Because his engages are more long and drawn out. Caps can be short and quick. So Cap's all about burst movements and like repositioning quickly and stuff. All the best Caps I see don't full commit to backline unless the game is cooked. They usually cycle between hitting tanks and backline. They transition. And you feed your healers more ult charge that way too. So you get more ult charge, they get more ult charge. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So take better fights. Don't just dive backline when you have an advantage. And don't just like wait for your team to follow up. And then don't just like you can't just do nothing on defense. That's like so important. You can't just do nothing. Like you're not forcing them to hit you enough. You want to be doing that to an extent. Just find easy ways to kind of get ult charge on tanks. But overall, I think you have a potential to like climb if you start taking better fights. Lost your mind at the end of the first round? All right, real quick, and then I gotta go. What, your healers was because they died before?
I never stay down. Sorry, soldier.
Or do you make it back here? Damn, you have your ult. Crazy. I probably missed the part you were talking about, but we got to go record a podcast, chat. So appreciate y'all tuning in today. Good coaching stream. We didn't get through a ton of people today, but it was definitely more chill. So the next one will be in 2 weeks, and again, if you want one-on-one, I'm willing to do it off stream. Just shoot me a DM, and we can work out a time if that's something you're interested in. It'll be paid. But we'll be back tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow night, I think. Tomorrow evening, probably. And yeah, we'll be doing more ranked. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to Hulk smash that like button. Hulk smash that subscribe button. Hopefully this coaching was helpful to you guys. Short stream today. And see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.